That was a hard hit.
Yeah. The heartbreaker.
Kenny, why you looking like?
Kenny, why you looking like Big E got screwed out of that fucking title? He had no respect when he was WWE champion at all. And he can't even win the fucking Rumble. That not just happened. Did she not miss the Royal Rumble because of that bullshit? And then you ended with, as long as you're with Lily, you're cured. What?
Look, I'm about to go R. Kelly. Use your common sense, man. Come on, ladies and gentlemen. Come on. Hashtag stop hating on the Miz.
Right, you're killing me out here. You're killing me.
I stay loose, I stay hype. I stay loose, I stay hype. I stay loose, I stay hype. I could do this all night, cause I do what I like. Yeah, I do what I like. Yeah, I do what I like. Sipping goose, sip is right. And I go with the flow. Yeah, I go with the flow. Yeah, I go with the flow. Cause I know I'm the show. In the zone, here I go. In the zone, here I go. In the zone, here I go. Yeah, they know I'm a pro. Let's go, let's go! Yeah! Let's go! Here I go, I get lit, I get hyped for this shit! Right.
Word. He be like, I got a left elbow and a right elbow. I can break your face with an any elbow. Make sure that you get elbowed in your elbow with an elbow. Got the arm ball, get the phone ball, get around with the bomb with the bomb ball.
Daddy's gonna take you to Jersey Shore.
And yo, what is going on, everybody? Yes, you're probably wondering where's Toe, where's Kenny, where's Show, but unfortunately, Kenny can't make it tonight. Toe and Show are on the way, but till they get on, I'm here. So what's going on, everybody? This is the Raw Watch Along here on the Knucklehead Network. And what's going on, Tyson? What's up? What's up? But yeah, so they have in charge me to start it up here. So yeah, we live. We are live. So what's up, everybody? Where are the kids? Tyson, there are no kids. Well, you know what? Yeah, the kids are not here right now. We got no Kenny, we got no Show, we got no Toe. Those are gonna be my kids right now. We're gonna call them the kids. They ain't here right now. So it's just me. We're live. We're about to do the Raw Watch Along here. What's going on, Greg? How's it going? What's up? What's up? But yeah. But how's everyone doing? How's everyone's weekend? What you guys think of the pay-per-views? Because we're fresh off Payback, we're fresh off All Out, and yeah, a lot of things happened this weekend. A lot of good things, a lot of interesting things, a lot of controversial things. So I'm gonna try to wait for at least someone to join me so we could talk about the elephant in the room, because I know everyone wants to talk about that. But I'm gonna wait for someone else to join so that way it's not just me here. And yeah, but yeah, you see, Cat, they left me alone, man. It's just me. It's just me. It's gonna be me and you tomorrow, I guess, on comics. It's all good. We got this. We got this up and running though. I got the intro. We got we got no buttons though. I should have downloaded some buttons at least. Don't worry, I'm gonna get a soundboard eventually. It's coming soon. It's coming soon. I gotta get a soundboard. The kids are tardy. Yes, they are. Everyone's tardy today. It's Monday. You know what it is? It's because it's Labor Day. So I guess happy Labor Day, everybody. Everyone's trying to have a day off, but we still here. We still live. We're still bringing you the Raw Watch Along every week. Toe said, fuck that. We ain't skipping a week. So you're still going to get your Raw Watch Along today. You're going to get comics tomorrow. You're going to get the sports show on Wednesday because we got to talk about football. Football is back. Thursday will be Wrestling with Knuckleheads. I'm not sure if we have a guest on this week or not. Possibly, because I know we're all going to be at We Are Wrestling this Friday. So, yeah. And then Friday, we're going to be at We Are Wrestling. So there will be no Toe on the Show on that day, possibly Saturday night. So I'm not sure what's going to happen with that. But again, this is why you got to follow all of us. Follow us on our social media so that way you guys don't miss when we're going live. But yeah. But Payback though, Payback was actually pretty good. I enjoyed the show for the most part. The tag team title match was insane. I want to see what they're going to do with that tonight because I want to see are they going to continue the Judgment Day as a cohesive unit? Or are we going to start seeing their breakup again little by little? I want to see what's going to go on with that. But yeah, All Out though, All Out was also, it was an interesting show. Like the opening tag title match was great. The Samoa Joe and MJF little segment there was interesting. I want to see what they're going to do with that. If they're going to pull the trigger on Samoa Joe, just going for the AEW World Title now. Yeah. But again, that's going to be the I guess the wait and see. But tonight we got Raw already confirmed. Jey Uso, the newest member, will be here, so it's going to be interesting. Let's see what Tyson got for us here. Let's see. Actually, I did watch the first half All Out Sunday and second half earlier today. So what do you think, Tyson? Did you enjoy it? Are you a fan? For anyone in the comments, let me know. Did you guys enjoy the festivities this weekend? Did you guys skip the festivities? Because I know that was the complaint. Unfortunately, being we had All Out last week, I feel like that All In last week, and I feel like it was just a week after another, kind of killed it for certain people. But let me know what you guys think. If you guys enjoyed it, if you guys didn't, let me know. So this is going to be our time to discuss all this before we get into the Raw watch along here, so we can talk about what's happening on Monday Night Raw. All right, cool. Toe also said he was going to try to log in from the road. So let's see if we do end up getting Toe and show. Or if anyone wants to, any one of the knuckleheads want to show up. If Pro decides to show up, if Kenny, well, Kenny I know is busy right now. So I know Kenny cannot. But we shall see. We shall see. All right, let's see. Let's see if this actually works. Because we downloaded something here to see if this will work for us. And probably not, because it's just a random app. Oh, there you go. Okay, so we got something. We got something here. There we go. Okay, see, so now we got buttons. So at least you guys get something here. So it's not just me alone. I enjoyed it. Both Mox and Orange killed it. Yeah, that match. It's funny because when I heard it was announced as the main event, I was like, okay, this is gonna have to be just something insane. Though I commend Orange Cassidy has been on a tear. My dude legit was being the traveling champion. Hey, what is going on, Chungus? How's it going? How's it going? Yeah, we in this thing right now. We in this thing. Like I said, I'm alone right now, but don't worry. We got some people coming. It's gonna be good. So don't worry. Any minute now, it's gonna be like this. They're gonna be knocking on the door and joining me. But it's all good. See, we got buttons now. We got some buttons. We got something we could do. So it's not just me on here. And we got that. See, little by little, we trying to keep this the same flow as the knuckleheads would. But yeah, Orange Cassidy and Mox definitely killed it yesterday. Kenny Omega and Takeshita, that was actually really good. I was surprised by the Bullet Club Gold going over. That was an interesting decision, but I guess they're trying to build up the BC Gold and actually making them a genuine faction in AEW. But yeah. So I don't got that button, unfortunately. I don't got that button, Tyson. But little by little, we got some things. We got some things working here. We got some stuff. So it's all good. It's all good. Little by little, we got some stuff. Oh, look at this. See, I'm not alone now. We got Cap in the building. What's going on, brother?
Yo, what's up, man?
See, this is what happens. They left me alone, and that's it. Now we got Cap on Mondays. He's come to do double duty.
Yeah, I had to come in here, jump on, help you out a little bit.
But thank you, bro. Thank you. What's going on, man? How's everything?
Not much, man. It's a good weekend. The only thing I didn't see the AEW, but
Got you. I got you.
I know a
I
little bit. I know a little bit of who won and who lost, and I do know the elephant in the room, as you were mentioning. I can't talk about that. I'm gonna get into that.
let's talk about that because I feel like that's what everyone wants to hear. Our thoughts on
Yeah,
Phil Brooks was fired this weekend.
Yeah, and I gotta say, judging based solely on the reports that I've been hearing and all the videos on and all that, he did it to himself, man.
Yeah, it's one of those where because I saw so many people's reactions of, well, was this necessary? Was this too far? He didn't save himself. He didn't at least try to make it so it's like, oh, there's a reason to like, oh, just suspend him. It is what it is. But from what I'm hearing now, it's like, wait, so not only did he do the incident with Jack Perry, Jungle Boy, whatever you want to call him, he then tried to attack Tony Khan.
Yeah.
Which also to Tony Khan's comment of I felt so scared in the back. It's like this is wrestling though. What kind of security do you have? I know. Cap, can you hear us? We kind of lost you there, brother.
I don't know if I can hear you. I don't know. I think my shit froze.
Okay, so yeah, we can hear you. You're just frozen in time right now. It's Phil. It's CM Punk coming at us. That's all it is.
Yeah, but you can hear me though, right?
Yeah, I can hear you. So as long as you can hear us,
we'll rock with it.
It's all good. But yeah, that just made it even worse. It's like, wait, because then you remember, wait, this all happened before he even went out to wrestle. So yeah, this is pretty interesting.
Yeah, there was also the report though that when he landed in England, nobody was there to pick him up.
Yeah,
and he had to take the subway. Yeah, their subway system. He got lost, had to add some fans. So he was already on the bad foot, starting in London there.
Yeah. Well, apparently from that report, it was one of those where also they gave him options, but he just decided as well to just take that and just go on the subway. Because apparently they gave him options like, oh, we'll do this, we'll reimburse you, and then he just decided to take the subway. Because I'm like, you couldn't just take an Uber though, or at least like a car service. Like, I would assume there would be car services at the airport. I don't know how it is in England, but that was just a rough start from the beginning. Then it's like, yeah, but yeah, he did not help his situation. Like everything that's come out from the collision reports of just him banning people, all that. It's like, yeah, he did not make it. So it's like, oh, poor CM Punk here. Like,
yeah, man, I was telling Toe, I was like, this is one of those things where you think you're bigger than the business, right? And at least that's the perception that comes off is you think you're bigger than the business. You come to find out quickly that you are nowhere near bigger than anything because the business doesn't need you. No. AEW was doing just fine before he came in. They're going to be just fine without him. The WWE was fine before and after him. Like, he's just a cog in the machine. He's a good cog. If you put him in there, the machine might work just a little bit better.
Yeah.
But the machine doesn't break if you don't have him.
That's the thing. I feel like that's where a lot of people start getting iffy about it. Because the biggest report instantly, the reaction of all this was, oh, they're about to lose their biggest draw, this and that. I feel like AEW will be fine. I think they'll be fine. It's one of those now where let's see if he really was the only drama they had. Because that's going to be interesting. If this is where, okay, they fired him and they still have issues in the back.
Well, the only way I could see if there was any more issues in the back stems from personal issues. I mean, you do still have Jeff Hardy, and if he gets better, good, but he hasn't proven to stay off that wagon. Dash Wheeler, with his charge that he got down in Florida. I mean, so the personal shit's going on, but from the wrestling standpoint, it seemed like everybody else was good, and he was the only focal point of attention.
Yeah.
Because
and again,
sorry, go ahead.
Oh yeah, no, I was gonna say, especially in that point of he took all the attention away from everything else.
Hold on 1 second, man. I'll be
Yeah,
right
no
back.
problem. All good, all good. Let me go to the comments here. He tried to at least do so. I get the point though. I get what he was trying to do. He wanted to protect Jungle Boy from doing what he basically did, was ending up cutting himself, all that scenario. But at the same token, just let him do whatever he wants. If he learns, he learns. It's one of those where you can't just try to do everything else. Like, do your matches, worry about your part of the product. That's it. Like, don't create this whole scenario where we get what happened at All In last week. Mr. Loki, you got the kids? Oh man.
I'm back, man. Somebody knocked on my door.
All good, all good. But it was, again, it's Punk coming at you, man. He heard what we were saying. He's doing this right now. He's booing us for our thoughts.
Yo, you know, man, this is what I don't understand. He said he wanted to be a drama-free locker room and Collision. He wanted to become more of a locker room leader. So Jungle Boy went out there and made mention to the glass bottle. Are you really that thin-skinned that comment fucking necessitates you to go out there and try to choke him out or some shit in the back? Like, he was on the fucking kickoff show.
Yeah.
Let him do his shit and leave. Talk to him after the whole pay-per-view in private like a fucking man. What are you fist fighting for?
The worst part is, now that more and more reports are coming out. At first, the first report that instantly was trying to defend Punk was, Jungle Boy went to him first. And it's like, okay, damn. Even you just did the spot and then you're going to rub it in his face. Like, I kind of understood that portion of like why Punk would react. But then it's like, oh wait, no. So you're just instigating it even worse and trying to make it a bigger deal. It was a spot. The kid did it. It got over. Let it be. You have your own match that's about to start the show, and you're worried about a glass spot that just happened already. Like,
yeah. You know, I think the root of the problem is Tony Khan. And when I say that, I mean, I know people on here might not know the extent of wrestling that I am into and what I know about wrestling, but his lack of leadership in controlling his roster and his lack of ability of pushing his own stars to the point where he was so happy when CM Punk showed up. Like, this was the savior. This was the fucking golden lily that was going to come in and fix all the, take everything to the next level. It's like, dude, you marketed this as, hey, we got people on the indie scene and from around the world that you will never see in the WWE, but you could see them here. That's what he marketed. That's what he started with. And he quickly abandoned it for Jericho, which makes sense. Moxley, okay. Daniel Bryan, okay. Claudio Castagnoli, all right. Like, everybody that he has big, Miro, everybody that's big now is motherfuckers from the WWE. And even you had main event, MJF, that's his homegrown. Cool. But Adam Cole, yeah, Adam Cole's been everywhere else in the world. But the only reason you got him now is because they didn't know what to do with him on the main roster.
Yeah.
In the WWE. Had they had any inkling what to do with him, he'd been over there and he wouldn't have been in AEW.
Yeah.
So if we get all this thing where he hones in, and it's almost like a thing where he's trying to be buddy with the wrestlers instead of just being the boss. If he tightens that up, there's no reason why the other wrestlers like Jericho, like Moxley, like Daniel Bryan, or Kenny Omega, the Young Bucks, there's no reason why they wouldn't galvanize behind him to further ensure that shit like this doesn't happen.
And I think that's the biggest issue. And I'll agree with, even Chung has put it, you're right there. Nailing you right there, Cap, with it's Tony Khan. And I hate to say it because I would love to still work for the guy one day. I'll still love that opportunity. But it's one of those where every other person he's brought in has made it work, of even if they're a former WWE guy, there's still no, hey, let's enhance the new crop and let's make this AEW, not just we're here, so now focus on us. Like Bryan Danielson last night with Ricky Starks put on a hell of a match. And Ricky was still able to get over in that. Meanwhile, okay, yeah, it's Bryan Danielson. But it works in that way. Punk, I feel like since the minute he got there, he's like, oh yeah, I'm willing to work with everybody. But then it's like, but you're going over. You're not putting anyone over here.
Yeah.
Like, how are you, like, come on. The one guy he actually put over was MJF, but then he kind of won the feud. And then after that, he's still holding the real world title here.
Yeah. Like which is stupid. He's like, nobody beat me for the. Yeah, nobody pinned you, but you lost it.
Yeah.
You had it taken away from you. It wasn't an injury or some other shit. Your stupid ass actions got the belt taken away from you. So to come out there and put the little X on the shit, that was a little slap in the face.
Punk was like, when they reminded him, hey, don't forget you got suspended. When did that happen? Remember when you fought the Young Buck? That I was just Punk the whole time.
Yeah.
Like, no, none of that happened. Which is like that. It's a year from when that happened. Like, he should have been like trying to be on his P's and Q's to not be on, hey, we just did all of this. We're clear. We're in England. We're 80,000 people. Now let me fight someone else.
Yo, I'm gonna reiterate it. He said he wanted to have a better locker room. And then immediately, at the first sign of any slight fucking infringement, attack somebody. Because he's truly, and I was a fan, but he's truly a punk. Tell me when I'm telling lies.
Right, there you go. There you go. Like, okay, I'm going to Chungus here. He says Danielson and Starks was fire. It really was. And I hope not. Punk that's it. Just leave AEW behind. Hopefully this is it with the wrestling side of things. But I know we're probably going to see him at the Rumble. If not, at Survivor Series in Chicago.
Yeah.
Like,
this is the funny thing. Since he came back, he's never truly felt like 100% back.
Yeah.
Like, he never truly felt the way he did in the Summer of Punk era. He's always felt a step behind. If he shows up for a one-off in the Royal Rumble just to fucking get one last pop or whatever, I'm cool. If he actually tries to come back, I don't think it's not necessary in the WWE, because it's time now for them to move on for somebody. We already, if we want somebody to just show up every once in a while and take a belt and we got Brock already.
We got that. We got John Cena doing it on Fridays. But we know why Punk's going to come back, because Triple H and Vince are writing that check as we speak. And I like it. It makes sense, though. It makes sense. But here we go.
You really think they're going to want him back? I could see your point with Vince going, let's capitalize and get some money off of this.
Yeah.
But Hunter, I don't think Hunter really thinks that this dude can actually help. Because where's he going to fit in what storyline?
I don't think they do, but I think their investors will. And no problem, Kenny, we got you. No problem, we got you. And I love how Kenny puts it. When the parents are away, I say we leave it to the kids. The kids,
we're the two most mature people on this damn network.
It's okay.
You included, Kendall.
And what's going on, So? I thought you were gonna jump on, So. How you not even here through at least via satellite? At least The Rock shows up via satellite at times.
Shit, shows up doing something via satellite.
See, I got you, So. I got sounds now. We upgraded. See, we got some stuff. This is what happens when you guys leave us here alone. We gotta find our way. See, we even got the dog. We brought the dog for the stream. But yeah, I think it's more of Vince is definitely going to want to capitalize. Vince is going to want to be like, it's going to be money, the reaction they're going to get. I don't think anyone in the locker room or Triple H are going to want him just to not to have to deal with the backlash it comes with, not to have to deal with possibly a scenario in that locker room, which I doubt would happen though. I doubt a WWE locker room would have a situation like that.
No, because they're all gonna whatever roster he goes to, they're all gonna galvanize against him if some shit happens.
Yeah. So I think yeah, but again, we'll probably see him at the Rumble. I would hope it's a hey, show up at the Rumble, get the pop, maybe do a Mania match, and then we'll see you once in a blue. I don't see him having another long run either. So
I'm cool if he can truly hold himself as a fucking professional, and he wants to do a Rumble match leading into like a farewell, maybe not full on retirement, but a farewell for now match at Mania. I'm cool with that.
Yeah, no, I can see that. And again, if that's how it is, then hey, I'll take it. The fans will like it. They'll pop for it because no matter what, whenever he comes back, they'll pop because it's they'll still take it as he's back. He's back home.
You know what he should do?
What?
Which he won't do because again, he's not grown up enough for this, in my opinion, in my humble opinion. He should go to New Japan and take on what's his name? I want to call him Kenta, but it's not.
Yeah, Kenta.
It is Kenta, right? Yeah.
Yeah, Kenta. Yeah.
Would be. I only ever called him Kenta, so I kept thinking that was his NXT name.
No, yeah, that's Kenta. His WWE name was Hideo Itami. But yeah, that would be the perfect thing to do now that he's a free agent. Go to Japan, go wrestle Kenta, go wrestle Ospreay, do the big matches they want over there, and then do your run in the WWE, your little 1-2 matches, and then boom, you're good. You make your money, have a good day. See you, CM Punk. Like that's the thing. I will say this. I've said it a few times already. I'm a fan of CM Punk the worker, but Phil Brooks is starting to be an unlikable person because of all this. That's my thing. Because that's from what I'm seeing, everyone is like of just about CM Punk, but it's also like CM Punk the worker, still good, put on great matches. He did it last week, but it is what it is. And yeah, Taquan, they would be like just to sign him, just to say we got CM Punk. And Chungus, no. CM Punk versus EC3 for the 10 pound. No. NWA is already making some interesting decisions. No.
Yeah, I know my camera's not working, but I'm shaking my head no as well.
Yeah, just no. Just oh, here we go. This is Toe says his service is horrible where show lives. All right, all good, bro. We got you.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you guys right now. I will be severely pissed as a Puerto Rican man if motherfucking Punk shows up on TV before Carlito, and Carlito was signed back in fucking Backlash.
Exactly. Because the sad part is that's probably going to happen. Because I want to know, does CM Punk have a 90-day clause? Because they fired him, I want to know if they have if he has a 90-day.
I don't. That's the funny thing. I don't think AEW does not complete clauses. Period.
Okay.
Because there's a couple of people that have been released already, or have asked for their release and were allowed to go do other shit.
So, as we're speaking, we possibly could see him here tonight. I doubt it. Yeah, but we could possibly see him here tonight.
Possible. Severe doubt, because
yeah,
who knows? This motherfucker, and in his infinite wisdom and this is his words, he said that he wasn't going to train that much because getting in the ring is just going to like riding a bike or some shit. In his infinite wisdom, he probably hurt himself again. So he probably needs a couple months to fix whatever the fuck is wrong with him.
Yeah, and I would hope not, but we shall see. We shall see. Damn, Taquan, how you like the bully Phil Brooks? Like, no one likes what he's been doing right now. Like, leave Jungle Boy alone. Leave Christopher. Like, how do you fuck with Christopher Daniels? One of the nicest guys ever in the locker room.
Yeah.
Like, oh, but
I'm gonna bring this up, man, because if you truly had a problem with the way Jungle Boy did or used the prop, take him aside and figure out why did he use real glass. Try to convince him. Do it safer. Do it this way. Why is it a confrontation?
yeah.
You're supposed to be leading and teaching this new generation.
At least have the conversation of, hey, this is why I didn't want you to do this. Because look at your shoulder now. You're bleeding. You're all like, come on. Have that conversation. Not, oh, so do we have a problem? And choke him out. Like, no. Like, come on.
And to the personal thing that you were bringing up, if we go back a year ago at the media scrum where he brought up what's his the guy he doesn't like anymore?
Cole Cabana.
Yeah, Cole Cabana. Where he was like, "Oh, this dude has a bank account with his mom. That should tell you a lot." Like, that doesn't tell me anything about the man. Maybe he's supporting his mom, and a joint bank account. He's putting money in for her need. Like, just because they have a joint bank account doesn't tell me shit about the situation.
No.
And you're infringing or you're inferring that him having a joint bank account makes him a shitty person. Like, I got one with my dad for specific reasons, the shit that we need. That doesn't mean a fucking thing.
No. And it's also like, did we need to know that? Like, this is supposed to be one of your bestest friends. Like, I get you guys had your falling out, this and that, but come on, there's some things you probably shouldn't talk about. And putting that out there, it's like, yeah, it's hard to defend this guy as an actual like decent person with all that. Like, yeah, it said a lot. It said a lot about him that he legit will put something out there like that. But again, that's the biggest just that's one of the things where I feel like maybe we won't see him back in the WWE. But again, money talks. We'll see what happens. But we're about to kick off Raw here. They're showing the recap now, and again, Payback was good. Payback was really good.
And let's talk about that for some positive shit.
Yeah.
That opening match, the steel cage, Becky Lynch, Trish Stratus. Trish brought her A game.
Yeah.
That match was good. Even with the whole fucking bullshit at the end, was always Stark came in. Like, I think that was one of the better female steel cage matches that I can remember in a long time.
Yeah. I want to say like this, and not to just because she was in it too, but Trish and Victoria was a great steel cage match. This to me, it was just perfect of the Clash generations. Trish and Becky both put it all out there. Like, I felt like Trish was she was there with her. It wasn't like Becky had to tone it down a bit. No, it just went. But did you see the fucking chichon on the top of her head?
Yeah. It's funny. As we're watching it, my dad was like, "Oh, look, rammed her head so many times into the ring and she doesn't even have a mark." And I was like, "What are you looking at? Look at her forehead, man."
Yeah. Like, the minute they took those pictures, I was like, yep, that makes sense. Because out of all of that, and then that the knee 360, whatever is always
the Z360.
Yeah, that I was like, oh, Trish sold it perfectly. But that just made it worse.
Yeah.
Because she took it straight to the like
shit.
Oh man.
So it looks like I can't be on the laptop and try to watch Raw at the same time. Otherwise, my internet cuts out. So
all good.
I'm gonna be flying blind on Raw.
It's all good.
This is why I don't normally do the watch alongs. It's because I literally cannot watch along.
Got you. All good. All good. It's like when Show's here. I don't think he watches that much. He's just here with us, so it's all good. Yeah. You're here for the conversation. I'll try to play the play-by-play to let you know what's happening right now. We're getting the intro. That's all we're getting right now. They're in Charlotte, North Carolina.
All right. Another good, what do you call it? The tag match. That was another good match.
Oh man, that to me was match of the night. That tag match was great. The fact that they actually gave it to Judgment Day, I was like, I'm happy, but I was surprised they actually pulled the trigger on it.
Yeah.
So
I looked away for a second, and when I came back, Tweedledee and Tweedledum were in fucking Pittsburgh Penguin uniform. I was like, where the fuck did they do a costume change at?
No. Hey, it worked for them though. It worked. That the arena was popping. I would say that crowd loved that match though. They were into a lot of it. I felt bad they weren't as into the women's title match, which I thought was going to be a great match, and they worked well. But I feel like I don't know what was with the crowd that night. That just
you know what it is? I think it was two factors. One, I think the match itself went a little too long because they're both not technicians.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, they both can wrestle, but that's not their characters. They're not going to be in there doing wrist locks and elbow, wrist holds and all that shit. So for it to go that long, it's kind of unnecessary. But then we also didn't get the knockdown, drag out fist fight of a, battle.
Yeah.
That's another thing.
Well, it makes sense. It's one of those where I guess we expected a little more than we got, unfortunately, but maybe the feud will keep going because I don't feel like that was a definite win either on Saturday.
But yeah, but we'll see. You know what I think is really hurting Rhea is the fact that she's clearly, for lack of a better term right now, she's clearly the Roman Reigns of the female division.
Yeah.
So we know going in that nobody's gonna you're not gonna give the belt to Raquel right there. So this is a little bit of a why bother type situation. And normally speaking, you can get around that if the match is just high octane. It's one of two ways. If the match is either high octane, go out there and for a full 15 minutes, we're just beating the snot out of each other. Or if she would have just trucked Raquel in like a minute and a half.
Yeah, and I think that's what they were expecting was that just go out there and have a slugfest, go into it, and then one of them be able to dominate. I felt like it was such a just even most of it that's like, okay. And then the win just happened. It was like, okay. Yeah. Dom getting involved. It was interesting to see because my dude just got beat up all night.
Yeah, I was just about to say a bad joke. I'd have been like, Rhea Ripley wasn't dominant. She was just Dominic. That was her strategy.
Well, here we go. We got Jey Uso with the new theme coming out.
That was cool. I like it's just me.
Yeah, I like it. I'm glad he's on Raw now because at least now we have a way of not having them connected for a while. Him and the Bloodline, him and Jimmy. Probably Survivor Series we might see because the rumor is Survivor Series is Raw versus SmackDown again. Possibly Team Jey versus Team Jimmy in a way.
Why wouldn't they just do War Games?
But there you go.
I mean, I don't. The way you described it, it seems like War Games was a one and done.
Well, that's the thing. I don't know if they're going to do War Games at this year's Survivor Series. I just know the big rumor is that it's going to be a brand versus brand. So if they do War Games, that'll be great. At least like the finale of it all. Like, hey, do that as the tiebreaker because usually we get the they're trying to make it as even as possible, and then the main event is the end all be all.
You remember that one year? I forgot what it was. That one year where they're like, "Oh, Raw won in a sweep," and New Day came out like, "What are you talking about? We won our match, but we won our match on the kickoff show before the fucking event started."
I still remember that year that NXT was just killing them.
Oh man, that was good. When unfortunately, everybody was being held hostage in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah. And then Triple H was like, well, send my kids in.
I don't know. See, this is the problem with the WWE. This is why I'm not the world's biggest WWE fan.
Yeah.
How do you look at Adam Cole versus Daniel Bryan in that main event and not see both of them, even though they're not the prototypical Vince guy, can be pushed to the fucking top.
Like it sucks that legit they had the best roster at one point and just let everyone go. Legit everyone go.
Yeah.
Like, and this is another thing that I kind of scratch my head at, because they should have had Nakamura win on Saturday.
Yeah.
Again, I feel like they're dropping the ball on him. Like, it's weird that again they don't think everyone could be that main event person. Like,
you know, I think the biggest thing holding Shinsuke back is his lack of English. Because that promo, that little video package he did with Seth Rollins and his whole back being hurt and that little comic book animated thing,
no.
that was amazing to watch before he came out. But it needed subtitles, and as you know, as Show likes to prove on an almost nightly basis, Americans don't read too well.
Yeah. It's again, I get why, but it's also like, come on, like we could have like learn reading's fundamental. Everybody, reading's fundamental.
But you know what's funny? I'm gonna say this. I've said it once. I said it again. I'm gonna say this until Infinity shows up. Shinsuke took a bullshit secondary title in New Japan Pro Wrestling and made it so that the fans voted him and I believe it was Tanahashi as the main event of Wrestle Kingdom over Naito and Okada for the world title.
Yep.
Like, that's how good he is. He can take a bullshit title and make something out of it. So you mean to tell me you're not going to consider the fact that everybody's thinking that this is a secondary title that Seth's got anyway? Seth has the whole back injury angle. Let Shinsuke win it. Let Shin bring it up even further, because now, what do you call it? Rollins won the initial thing. Shinsuke now can elevate it even further, right? Then you can have Seth Rollins fix himself, come back and chase for it, further keeping Cody out of that picture comfortably, so you don't have to explain why he's not going after any world titles. And then you can work it out by WrestleMania. Cody's over there. On SmackDown, maybe he traded himself with this whole Jimmy on Raw deal.
I think that's. I want to say that's what they alluded to. Because why would Cody know? Like, even Taquan says, like he leaked his return to Cody. Like, wait, why does Cody know about this? What is Cody getting out of all that?
Yeah.
But
I mean, there's plenty of angles that they could have done.
Yeah.
But I don't know. They're just they're in this mode now where, for some reason, as much as they want to say the championships matter, they kind of don't.
Yeah.
I mean, Roman has proven that the world title doesn't fucking matter, because he's just the star with it. I mean, he's just the star.
Yeah.
It's has nothing to do with the belts.
And at this point, it's like, wait, so we're just gonna expect Roman to just show up when he wants. And Taquan, the reason we expected it is because this was supposed to be different than the title Roman's holding on to right now. We're expecting this to be hey, you never know, Seth might lose it tomorrow. It's one of those where it's not supposed to be this year-long reign again.
Yeah, and to jump in there with the whole 3 months thing, you have the built-in storyline with Seth having, whether it's real or not, the fractures in his back.
Yeah.
He's the workhorse. He ran himself out. It's not too far of a fetch to have this man lose 3 months in because of that, go get himself fixed, like I said, and then come back chasing it.
Because it's also one of those things of, you want this to just be the story right now and not be Seth really ends up hurting himself really bad. Because legit, it's a ticking time bomb. It's a time bomb of he's going to have to, unfortunately, relinquish the title eventually now, if he continues to do it this way.
Yeah, and the door's closing for Shinsuke.
Yeah,
Believability.
it's like, come on. Like at this point, if they're gonna be doing that to Shin, just next contract, just hey, want to go back to New Japan?
But
Like,
see, the thing is, Shin, from everything that I've read, Shin actually loves the fact that he gets to surf most of the time.
and
He
he's moved
doesn't
his
have to
family
be
over
the
here.
strong
That's why.
style. All
Yeah.
you know, he's. I think Shin is in a better place with his position on the roster than us as the fans are.
Yeah, I think he's happy. He's just happy getting to be there. He's getting paid. He's wrestling still. And oh, there you go. We get the nice moment of Jay and Sami Zayn hugging each other. There we go. There, I guess they fixed their issues.
They're Usos again.
They're Usos. There you go. But yeah, I guess it's a wait and see. Hopefully Nakamura can at least get something back, but it's a wait and see. It's a wait and see what they're actually going to do. And now we have a random Drew McIntyre entrance. Like now I see what Toe is talking about. Sometimes it's a little too much Drew McIntyre. I get it now. And here we go. I guess that will be our main event tonight. The Intercontinental Championship won't be main eventing the show.
All right. Do you think that they're actually going to let Gunther break that record, or are they going to swerve everybody and give it to Chad?
Okay. So I'm going to use the logic of as a like the Booker wise, just do it because the pop of holy shit, Chad Gable did it. But as a fan, you kind of want to see just let him break the record. Because, come on, he's right there. Let him break the Honky Tonk Man's record. Like, the modern wrestling fan, unfortunately, I don't think they know that much about the Honky Tonk Man.
See, here's what I can see where you're coming from, but here's where the storyteller in me is really like, get Gunther or Walter all the way to that point where you think he's gonna do it, then Chad beats him, and the anger of not only losing the Intercontinental Championship, but losing out on history sets Gunther off sets him off the rails, and then let him loose as if Shin's not gonna dethrone Seth, Gunther's your man to dethrone Seth, and all because he used this as a springboard now to, as funny as he would put it, to stop being nice and now start being mean and go out there and just have banger after banger and just beat the shit out of everybody.
There we go. Lay's like, now we're calling him Walter. No Gunter in this.
Yo, that's his name.
Oh man.
I like how, and this joke here is for Taquan. I like how his name was Gunther something, and they were like, "Oh, wait, but that's like a Nazi name." Where somebody sit there didn't even look at it. Where this motherfucker would have been like, "Oh, he was Gunther Kente or some shit." Like they were probably throwing out many names and didn't even realize the implication of what the fuck they were saying.
Yeah, they're probably just like, okay, this is one of those, let's put random names together and just put two. Let's do that. Yeah, no, that's no.
And the funny thing is, he's fucking Austrian. He's not even German.
Yeah, he's Gunter Stark. We could have gotten anything, but I'm surprised he didn't lose the title after he made the joke of he has no fandom of Arnold Schwarzenegger. I was like, your fellow Austrians must hate you right now. Oh man, yeah. But this isn't the first time they legit just fly over some stuff like that, because they also put out one of, I want to say it was one of the jails they used in that Dominic video had something that shouldn't have. Like there was something there that was like, so yeah, whoever does their research doesn't quality check at all. They're just like, oh, this could work.
What's funny, they should have did to Dominic the same shit they did to the Mountie. That would have been fucking hilarious. And for anybody who doesn't know, I think it was SummerSlam 1991.
Yeah.
The Mountie and the Big Boss Man had a match, and the loser would go to jail. And the match was whatever you think about that match, because it wasn't that good. But the best part was the Mountie just yelling the entire time, "I'm the Mountie! You can't do this to me!" He was yelling like he was being attacked every step of the way.
Oh man, that would have been great. But again, we'll still get more. We'll get more with Dominic eventually. He's got to go back to jail eventually. They never just go once.
Hey, see, now that's a stereotype. Just because this, I'm gonna let that slide because this motherfucker had the audacity to go on NXT and was like, "I just learned that Canada's part of North America." Like, you just learned that?
No, I'm saying because Dom he's dirty Dom, so he has to go more than once. How are you gonna call yourself dirty and not go to jail more than once? But
Hey, I know, being from the Bronx and being Spanish, I know a lot of sucio people that have never gone to jail.
Oh man! But also the fact that that part was a little. Really, you're gonna say, "Oh yeah, just North America"? Like, but bro, stop. Just stop. No. It's hard to defend Dom at times. It's hard to defend. Oh man, it's.
Though I gotta give him credit. So, to me, and Toe might hate this, but I think Dom is like the Miz, and the fact that say what you want about their actual wrestling acumen, but they both can correctly get the response from the crowd that they need. You need everybody to hate the Miz. The Miz will make you go out there and hate the shit out of him, no matter what he does. That's what he's supposed to do. Dom, he goes out there and he understands his character enough where I think he's starting to have a little more fun with it now. But he'll make you hate him because that's what he's supposed to do. And at the end of the day, more so than the wrestling in the ring, that's what you're supposed to do as a wrestler, is to elicit some sort of response, an emotion from the crowd.
Yeah.
And the reason I say that is because if you take one of the best wrestlers in the world, Lance Storm, this dude was great in ring. What emotion, besides me who's a fan, what emotion has he elicited in anybody?
Yeah.
And again, that's not a knock, or like Dean Malenko. That's not a knock on them. These two they're two of the greatest wrestlers to ever do it. But they just never had that charisma or ability to connect on a deeper emotional level than, hey, these guys are good in the ring.
You know what it is with them, and again, I'm a big Dean Malenko fan. Loved his work. I always study what he's done in there. But it's one of those where unless you're really into just pure wrestling like that, you probably didn't have a good reaction like that with him. Like, that's the thing. That's what killed him in WWE. Claudio's another one. Great wrestler, great guy in there, but his mic skills in WWE weren't the best. Now his promos are getting better. The recent promos he's done for ROH and for AEW has gotten better. But it's one of those where those little things are the overall picture, and it ends up killing you.
I mean, I totally agree. But like that's the reason why I'm a New Japan fan and like a fan of Lance Storm or Dean Malenko, is because I prefer more the action in the ring than the story you're trying to tell me. Because as we discussed on the comic book show, there's only but so many stories you can tell.
Yeah, agreed.
Like we made a joke. I honestly think it was either last week or the week before on the comic book show. Me and Toe discussed how we have that running joke about what about the back that Michael Cole fucking did years ago.
Yeah.
And at the pay-per-view, the entire time Michael Cole's like, what about his back? His back is like
And that's the thing. It's one of those where sometimes what's being said, all that pays little to just what they're actually doing in the ring. Because
Yeah.
sometimes just what you're doing in the ring can tell a story. Seth
Yeah.
and Shinsuke, with what they were doing, told a story. You don't need to just say it 100 million times. Like, less is more at times, and it can make a lot more an impact. Like, it's one of those. Mr. Love, it kind of is. If you're noticing, we're talking about everything but Raw, because it's right now we're about to get a random tag match here, because I still don't get why Drew McIntyre and Riddle are a tag team, but we're getting them versus the Viking Raiders in a tornado tag match, and I still feel bad for Woods because they just showed the replay from last week of Drew McIntyre just hucking that rolling chair. Like,
you can't judge Raw, at least for this episode, not yet, because one half can't even watch it. So
yeah, Cap is helping us out here, but he's going in blind. He's just going by what I'm saying, and I haven't talked much about Raw because again, nothing really is happening right now. We're getting Drew. Oh, I was gonna say Drew had an advantage right now, but now the Viking Raiders are taking control. He did though. Like he definitely, there were points of, you could see, like, even the finish. The finish, I to me, the finish was so weird, but it's also, it makes sense for his back is messed up. He can't really roll through and do a proper cover either. Like,
so to that point, because I know Toe has a whole big thing about people not selling anymore.
yeah.
But they did make a mention that it's not a constant pain with Seth. It flares up here and there. And as somebody who has, since military experience, I have chronic knee pains.
Yeah.
There are days where I'm fine, and there are days where I'm not. There are moments where I'm good. I'm good to go. Hit the track, run a lap, I'm good. The second lap, I can't run shit. The third lap, I'm all right. Like, it does. If it's that type of injury, then I can see where he can go in and out of. All right, right now it's good. I'm gonna take advantage of what I can do. Right, this moment it's not so good, so I'm gonna pull back a little bit.
Yeah. No, and it's I get that, and also it's one of those where it's I think the fans just want to see actual, like, oh, you're telling us his back hurts, show the back hurting a little bit, but also it's like, hey, even if you're in pain, sometimes you're able to just get through it to try to. It's supposed to be a competition as well, so it's like he's not going to be like, oh, my back the whole time when he's trying to keep his title, like.
There are times, if you guys ever watch the UFC, there are times where fighters are getting the shit kicked out of them, and they should be in a world of hurt, and they come out fucking swinging like nothing's ever happened. How many matches have you watched where the dude's like going into the corner, like, yo, he's out, that's it, he lost, and then come right back out, start of the next round, he looks fine as fuck.
Yeah, it's yeah, there has to be a little bit of at least a balance of, at least, hey, if this is what we're working on the whole time, at least show something.
Yeah.
And
now, on the flip side of that, what do you call it? Taekwondo just put in, what about no selling like moves like the Canadian Destroyer? On the flip side, there are people who just no sell at the wrong time.
Yeah.
Or you get people like, and you know, it's a little unfair for this, but Bianca Belair, who the left knee was hurt, then the right knee was hurt, then it was the left knee again. Like, they forget which knee it's supposed to be. I mean, that does happen, but like I tell Toe, in this, what do you call it? In the old school wrestling, it was supposed to be you keep kayfabe and you make it look as real as possible, like people are actually getting hurt. In today's day and age, we know nobody's supposed to get hurt.
Yeah.
We know what the game is now. So I'm going to explain it like this. Penn and Teller, they used to do a trick called the cup and balls trick. All right, 3 cups, 2 balls that make the ball look like it was going in and out of different cups and you never knew where it was. Everybody got so hip to the trick and everybody started doing it that now when they do the cup and balls trick, they do it with clear cups. And they walk you through the trick as they're doing the trick on you. So you still get to see where they put the second one. And they explain, it's like, I got one on one hand, I put it under the cup. I do this, I put this under here. But they're still also doing a trick. And I think that's what modern wrestling has turned into is we know the trick. So now they got to do it in a way that at sometimes you just forget what the fuck you're supposed to be doing and just put on something entertaining.
You know what I think it is also? It's one of those where for the fan base, you kind of have to enjoy what's happening for the moment. Try to not, because the part that kind of ruined wrestling is everyone thinks they know how the sausage is made. And 90% of the time, they don't.
Yeah.
Like that spot, I've seen ridiculed. I've seen so many people destroy it. I've seen all this. And the funny thing is, not one worker has complained about it. And the one that has is a worker that isn't doing anything at this point, which is Disco Inferno. He was the only one that was really like going off about it and about why are we doing this? It's one of those where if we're going to critique any of this about this spot, then this spot, then this spot, then you should never be able to believe Orange Cassidy should have ever won a match.
Yeah.
You should never be able to believe Rey Mysterio should have ever been world champion. None of this should be going the way if we're going to go by, but come on. Like, wrestling is, again, this is why I love calling it a craft. Because the craft, it's a perfect storytelling. It's an art. It's a mix of everything where you're able to have that moment of disbelief and be able to enjoy. Like, that spot to me, come on. I get it. Multiple Canadian destroyers, this and that. But hey, it at least to me, each destroyer looked like, okay, it's something. It's not just they're getting back up and acting like nothing happened. Like, they fell into each destroyer. It was a sequence. That looked a little better than just, hey, we're going to do this, and then instant kick out.
Yeah. And again, it's about emotionality. They're supposed to hook you emotionally with what's going on. And if they can, for a second, get you to just be in wonder and like, wow, then they got you. That's exactly what they're supposed to do. I just watched an interview or parts of an interview where Lance Storm was talking to somebody, I don't know these.
I think it was the Van Vliet one.
Yeah.
I saw he did it recently. Yeah.
And he was saying they were talking about the 5-star ratings. And he was like, yo, in the back, nobody's ever cared about what fucking ratings were. Like he said he never gave a shit about what star rating is because it's an arbitrary number and it's stupid to even look at it. And then he gave an example of his match with Terry Funk, where he was in Amarillo, Texas, and the crowd went berserk and everybody loved it. And everybody was emotional in it, and it went off without a hitch. And then he was like, if you look at just the match and take all the context out of it, the match is probably garbage. But that's not what wrestling is. Wrestling is the totality of everything.
Yeah.
So if you're watching at home and you're like, oh, these guys are hitting 15 Canadian destroyers on each other and 47 super kicks. Okay, but is the crowd going crazy?
Yeah.
Is it hooking? Like, is it a moment of the match that built up to something or is trying to do something? Or is it just a random spot? Like, you got to put it now in context.
Yeah. It's one of those where you have to be able to, at the end of the day, is the match memorable? If that's the only thing you're talking about, then okay, maybe there's an issue. But the match itself was great. Like, it's set up for the pay-per-view. It's set up, okay, Orange Cassidy just had a banger with Pentagon. And now, boom, now he's going into it with Mox. Like, it's something where, and that's just that match. But a match in general, you want to make it so the crowd is having an emotion. Because if they're not reacting, then you lost them no matter what you did.
Yeah.
You could have done a 720. You could have done a wrist lock. If the crowd isn't reacting, you're done. Because that's the whole point, is to be able to entertain. It's to be able to get the fans there because you want them to have their money's worth. If not, what's the point? All this is supposed to be able to sell tickets, to be able to sell a show, and be able to entertain the crowd. And now Kofi Kingston is getting involved for no. Why is this happening? Oh, and now this makes sense.
What,
he accidentally hit
Valhalla.
He was beating up the Viking Raiders, but he accidentally hit Matt Riddle with a Trouble in Paradise. So now that makes sense.
Hold on. Objection.
Yeah.
I would say anytime anybody hits Matt Riddle, it's never on accident.
Touche. But there you go. The Viking Raiders would have win. At this point, again, the Viking Raiders kind of deserve a tag team title shot because they've been winning a lot more matches than you would think they would win.
Do they? I mean, do pagans really? I mean, I know you don't believe in any religion, but do pagans really need titles?
Touche.
I mean, for any D&D fans out, they got a fucking druid with them out there doing some magic and shit.
What's going on, Assad? Happy Labor Day. Oh man. What else we got here? You're gonna send from them New Japan. It's one of those where with New Japan though, again, when you see stuff like that, you see a lot of emotion though. You're seeing the fighting spirit. You're seeing a lot of like it's not out of nowhere. It's not we're just gonna do that for nothing. You're seeing the reactions. Like that tag match yesterday with Eddie, Shibata, Claudio, and Yuta. There was a lot of points. They're just slugging at it. But there's reaction there. Like,
yeah, but that's the style of Japan. Japan has two distinct styles. They have strong style, which is I'm gonna hit you as hard as possible. Can you withstand it? The point of it is to take the hit and act like it didn't hurt you. That's the point. Then they got their more technical style, which they'll go for an hour, like a half an hour to an hour, and they have their 3 stages of the match where slow build, get in the middle, ramp up to everything at the end. Like that's the point of Japanese wrestling, though. But to something that I've always found funny is, they no sell. Okay, how is that different though than Hulk Hogan building up to no selling, or the Warrior building up to no selling, or Sting just randomly no selling? Like we all love that shit.
Yeah. And that's the thing. It's as we keep going, it's like I said, now because everyone wants to feel like they know what's going on, now they want to complain about everything. They want to break it down to a T, and it's like, come on, let's enjoy for a bit what's going on instead of just now we can't enjoy anything because they're supposed to be doing this way. They're supposed to be. It's like, are they?
Yeah.
Like,
and to caveat with that, there's 2 things. One, if something doesn't work, it doesn't work. Right? Like we can all agree that if it's not working and the crowd's not into it, then it's not working. But at a certain point, we also gotta give into the fact that it might not be working for you, but that doesn't mean it's not working. Like, perfect example. I don't understand everybody's infatuation with LA Knight.
Okay.
But he's getting pops, he's getting crowd reaction. I can't be too mad at it, and I can't poo-poo him because it clearly, the masses are enjoying it. And just because this one dude isn't, and I'm pointing to myself, even though you can't see it on camera, even though I'm not enjoying it, like that doesn't mean anything.
Gotcha. But come on, Cap. You don't want to go, yeah.
First off, motherfucker took my goddamn wrestling name. I wasn't LA Knight. I was Vic Knight.
Okay.
My entire aesthetic since I was like 11 has been knights. No matter what I do, I'm always a knight. My fucking comic book character's name is Templar. Secondly, in my opinion, all he did was come out there and go, hey, let me do what The Rock and what Stone Cold did.
There we go. Lay the chat. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, man.
I mean, like I said, I have my personal problems with him, but everybody else has saw something in him.
No.
And if everybody else sees something in him, then there has to be something there.
No.
I can't deny it because that almost, it's weird because I've been watching, strangely enough, the whole religion talk we had later. I've been watching them. I watched The Warrior Nun, which is about religion. Good
Okay.
show on Netflix if you haven't seen it. And I watched The Pope's Exorcist over the weekend, which was a good movie. But unless it's something that nobody's seeing, or if like the shoe was on the other foot, if I was the only one championing LA Knight and nobody else saw it, well then there's nothing there. But the other way around, if a million people tell you that there's an elephant in the room, then there's an elephant in the room. You just can't see it.
Yeah, I can see that. It's one of those where it's at first I didn't see it because I was a fan of his work and impact. I was a fan of that. But I was like, okay, where is this building to? And then it was just like, okay, I get it. Like his promo's there, the ring work is getting there. It's like I see something. I just hope again, we usually when it's the natural like fandom, and this isn't WWE putting their machine behind them, they don't usually like to pay it out. But at least Saturday, we got something. We got the Xena handshake, and hey, this is the guy.
Yep.
But
I'll
I
tell
want
you
to see where
right
that
now,
goes.
they had me. When The Miz hit the skull crushing finale, I was like, oh shit, they're actually gonna have The Miz go over here. They had me hook, line, and sinker.
And that was the best part though, because I feel like everyone felt that. Everyone's like, wait, that's it? Like this is what we're gonna get, and then you gotta love a falsy. Wait, Lay, what do you steal? So the champ now steals from so many, but no one's what let me see. I mean the second place. What did Seth steal? Oh man. Also, Seth looks perfectly fine right now. So for anyone complaining about the no, his back is completely fine right now because he's dancing around the ring like he's good.
Yo, but is that a kayfabe injury, or does he legit have?
I feel like he might just be feeling pain, but it's also something where in wrestling, a lot of people usually feel pain.
This has to be one of those injuries where they're like, you can't. It's gonna hurt, but you can't make it any worse.
Yeah.
Like Cody going into Hell in a Cell with his pec in the bottom of his elbow or some shit like.
Yeah. So yeah, that was the. He mentioned it in Impulsive when he's on with Logan Paul. He mentioned working through the back injuries and all that. Like, but again, that's sadly a lot of wrestlers have gone through that. But the thing is, if he's saying it's that extensive, again, this is where an issue comes into play. Because now it's a ticking time bomb, like I said earlier, of probably shouldn't be working if his back is that jacked up. But like I said, right now he looks okay, but we don't know what he's actually feeling either. Adrenaline is a hell of a drug.
Yeah. Let's hope that, going off of history here, let's hope that's the only drug that he's seeking out.
I think he's good. I think he's good. Though his laugh might make us think otherwise.
I think that's how we hurt his back to begin with, is his laugh and that stupid ass dancing he does.
That's what it was. It was just he laughed some vertebrae. He fucked up the vertebrae with his laugh.
That and having to carry Dean Ambrose all those years.
Oh man. Jesus, I love how the argument between Pro and Daquan has been better than Raw right now. Like the comment section is just Pro and Daquan going at it. Oh, here we go. Now we're getting Nakamura coming out to interrupt the Rollins promo. So they're not done yet. Damn, Mr. Loki already? Like, I think Seth still have had a good reign. It's just Nakamura winning wouldn't have been the worst scenario. Yeah. Like,
but I think the biggest problem with Seth right now is that besides Shinsuke, they really haven't had any legitimate championship contenders on Raw.
Yeah.
And for some reason, Damian Priest doesn't even feel like he feels like the king of the ring. You know how the king of the ring, you used to win it and everybody became king something?
Yeah.
So it's like he's Senior Money in the Bank. Forgot that this shit actually means something. And he's just walking around like that's the new gimmick. Like there's no teasing for it, despite the fact that Judgment Day has been all over the place, all over Monday Night Raw.
It's you know what it is? It's become just the curse of it too. That's why I was surprised they ended up winning the tag titles. Because usually when you became King of the Ring, it's a downhill. The Money in the Bank recently, you win a title, but it's like before that, it's just kind of a downhill spiral.
And
so
the only two that has ever survived the King of the Ring curse, well, the three. Brett won in '94, and he was still good.
Yeah.
Macho Man won it in '80 something, and he turned that into his whole.
He turned it into a gimmick, so it worked. Yeah, the Macho King definitely. You know what's funny? People forget that's how we get Austin 316.
Yeah,
was the King of the Ring tournament.
Like you, he hates religion. That shit was hilarious when he was sitting there. It's like I see a lot of John 3:16s. Well, Austin 3:16 says.
Oh man! Wait, did Edge? Oh yeah, Edge did win it, but I feel like Edge also was. Did he really do anything when he was King of the Ring? It was like he got a trophy, and then they killed the trophy.
But here's the thing: Edge won it, but Edge didn't do much until Money in the Bank, and then he started winning his world championships after that point.
Yeah. Well,
Brock didn't need it.
Yeah, Brock was already at a point where, even without the King of the Ring, he was just going to win a title. Like Brock was the guy. Like there was nothing.
Brock's one of the few guys to win the King of the Ring, and the next night you forgot about it because it's like, oh no, Brock just won, which we knew he was going to do unless he didn't come up with a crown. He didn't come up with the pomp and circumstance. He just said, fuck it, I won, move on.
Yeah. It was just he legit got this. That's legit what he looked like he had was the Stanley Cup. And then Christian breaks it. And yeah. So. Oh man. But here we go. So Seth wants to fight Nakamura, but Nakamura doesn't want to fight him now for some reason. Why would he not want to fight the champion?
No, I think that's a smart ploy. Because you take the champion's eagerness to fight.
Oh, and now they're gonna fight.
Oh, maybe I spoke too soon because I can't see what the fuck's going on. But
yeah, well, Seth just ran at him, and Nakamura just waited and was able to get the upper hand. But he does have KT tape on his back.
Oh,
so he is selling back injury.
Then anybody knows that kinetic tape is like having a cast. Like,
yeah, so
he might as well have a halo and a fucking back brace.
So he does have a back injury. Here we go. We got the security breaking it up, and then Ricochet just beating up Shinsuke for some reason. Why is Ricochet involved in this? Why is Ricochet? Last week we had the most random Ricochet Seth like little segment, and now Ricochet is getting involved in beating up Nakamura. Like, what is happening?
You know, I wouldn't mind this if Shinsuke turns around and is like, you know what? You're too eager to fight. I want to fight you on my time. I want to fight you when I'm ready to go, even though he's the challenger. And that segues into Seth going, I need somebody to fight. Ricochet, you're here. You want a fucking shot? And then we get Seth and Ricochet in a little thing. And then Shinsuke is then that way you keep everybody involved in the picture, and we're not getting the same match pay-per-view after pay-per-view after pay-per-view or PLE for
I still call it pay-per-views. It feels like it's
it's
just the best term.
I gotta pay for Peacock every month.
Yeah.
And I'm paying every time I watch this shit as a pay-per-view.
It's like we're paying once a month for Peacock, and we get a pay-per-view once a month. So it's like, yeah, we're paying per view.
Yeah.
But
and I only watch the wrestling, the pay-per-views on Peacock. I don't watch anything else on that shit. Like I tried to watch something the other day. I was like, yo, let me put this movie on. Motherfucking commercials during the movie. I'm like, this is a streaming service. What the fuck am I paying for?
See, I don't get that because I pay for the version that's supposed to have no commercials in it. Somehow I still get a commercial once. I'm like, what's the point? But it is what it is.
Or my favorite, the premium live event. And they're like, hey, we're going to go to our video packages for those people who paid $1 more. The rest of you go watch a Hot Pocket commercial.
They really want you to pay that $1, man. I was one of the very few that was never excited for Brock. I was excited the first go around with Brock, and I was excited when he first came back and attacked Cena. Now it's just like, okay, we know he's coming for like 3 months, and then he goes away. Now it's not as exciting anymore. Now it's just like, we're here. Like, I could see that. Seth versus Ricochet versus Shinsuke. Ricochet eat the pin. Yeah. Unfortunately, Ricochet is there just to eat the pin.
Hey, you know what? That's what happens when you lose to an internet megastar. Yo, every time I see PLE written down, I think it's shorthand for please.
Yeah. Oh man,
like, it's almost like the WWE's like, please watch us, just please.
It's like just please. Like, come on, we're giving it. It's cheaper than the other guy's pay-per-view.
Yeah, because that's the reason why I didn't watch the other pay-per-view after not back-to-back $60 weekends. I'm sorry, I'm not made of money.
Yeah,
if I was gonna do back-to-back $60 weekends, that'd be at a fucking strip club.
Hey, there you go.
Hey, at least there, I get something to see, and I don't got to worry about no sales or whatever the fuck.
Oh my God. See, this is why I'm glad I have the button control today, because I can make sure to not put up Taquan's last comment. Tell her to put it up just to be able to read what it says. Like, nope, we're not putting it. See, Lay, this is what happens. Me and Cap are on. Cap is Cap gets to be loose today.
Hey,
we love it.
It's not X-rated. All right, the strip clubs I would go to, they have nuns at the front door, nuns at the pole. It's fine.
Wait, Cap. Are you going during the month of October?
No, they just all have bad habits. Sorry, stupid joke. I'm like I said.
There you go.
Like I said, I just watched The Warrior Nun, which, again, excellent show, but it's all about fighting nuns and shit. And some of the actresses in that show were, good to look at.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. We're getting Shinsuke versus Ricochet now. So that's why Ricochet came out. They're gonna have a match. All right. And sometimes it feels that way. WWE, please watch us because we don't have a plan. Sometimes it feels that way that they don't have a plan right now. But hey, it's
weird because it feels like they don't have a plan for anything that doesn't end in Samoan.
Yeah.
Like, if you ain't Samoan, we don't know what to do with you.
Yeah, the bloodline is, but it's also the bloodline has kept them afloat, though. Like, that has been the storyline, though.
But hold on. hold on, because that's like saying, all right, Coca-Cola has a wealth of products, right? But the original Coke is keeping them afloat. It's like, well, no shit. That's the only thing you have.
Touche.
So if we're invested in your product and that's the only thing you have going, yeah, it's keeping you afloat. It's not like
touche.
I mean, it's not like they're keeping them afloat and every other thing they've done has been tanking.
Yeah. I think it's just for now, it's been the easiest just to say, well, the bloodline has been working with everything else, just like because they haven't given anything else steam anyway. That's the thing. Like now we're getting the Rollins feud with Nakamura. That works. Judgment Day getting their time in the sun works. Like now we're getting them shining a bit. So now it's not just the bloodline.
But here's the thing that everybody's missing out, or not missing out on, but I don't think everybody's putting enough attention to. The bloodline's working now.
Yeah.
It started during the pandemic 3 years ago, where you had time because nobody's doing anything. You couldn't bring people in. You couldn't do that much shit, really. Oh,
I'm just throwing up the one for.
I honestly thought you were about. I stopped because like, oh, you got something to say?
No. I'm throwing it up because I know Lay will throw it up eventually in the chat. But
you know they had the gift of time to let it marinate, and now the meal is cooked, and now the meal is everybody's eating it, and it's delicious. They don't have those 3 years to build every other fucking storyline.
Yeah.
And at points, EO Sky, it looks like they don't know what to do. Because now that she's won the Money in the Bank, what the fuck has she done with it? We had another pay-per-view come and gone where that woman's title is not defended. Like, there's no contender for it, as far as I know.
Yeah, no. She won the title, and then it's like, now what? It's weird because they put out Bianca apparently is going to be out for a while, so it's one of those where it's now who do you have to face her? Because it's do we rotate on Charlotte again? Because who else on SmackDown would be viable for her?
But that's the problem. That's the problem. Like who the fuck does SmackDown have?
Yeah,
Zelina Vega. I mean, so
well, they did that, but then they gave it away as just a.
Yeah,
here we go.
This is what I mean when I say that there's no viable contenders for Seth, because I know people. I'm surprised nobody has brought up Finn in here when I said that.
Yeah,
but when I say viable contenders, is somebody that you legitimately can see beating the champion. Like that should have been Shinsuke's night. At no point during the run with Finn did I think Finn was going to win or should win. That was more should Damian cash in during that feud. Like you could see that was a feud where they built Finn up just to be the guy to face Seth, and then now that's over, they're gonna do whatever they're doing with the Judgment Day. You can't just keep putting Zelina Vega out there. We know she's not gonna win. She can give us the best matches from here on out for the next 6 pay-per-views. But if she's not gonna win, it's not gonna mean much. What's that phrase? The law of diminishing returns.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh jeez. I'm sorry. I keep looking at the sign, and all I see is them again arguing, and it's that elephant in the room again. That's where it just leads to.
Told you. Everybody's seeing it.
Oh man, it's all good. It's all good. But yeah, it's they have to find eventually though. Asuka and Io could have a great feud. They could do something, but it's just
that's what the plan was.
If it is, they have legit not done a bit about it. Like, again, they did the Zelina match. Zelina did a good showing, but then now we have nothing again. So I don't know.
Because I don't, I don't watch as vividly as you guys do.
Yeah.
Who is on SmackDown?
Women wise, it's Zelina, Charlotte, Asuka, Io. I want to say the rest of Damage Control are on SmackDown now, but Bailey is cleared. Dakota still isn't cleared. Who else is?
Is it too soon to say Lacey Evans?
She's gone. Who else is on? Who else is on SmackDown? Shotzi is on SmackDown.
Yeah, but Shotzi's not there yet. She'd be just like another Selena. Like, all right, you put her in the match, but we know she's not going to win.
Yeah, but then it's I don't know who else could they use. Again, Bianca, I could see being the one to probably beat Io eventually, because I could see Bianca coming back as a heel. I could see Bianca.
Sorry, you need more than just 3 fucking people. Like the belt can't just float back and forth between Asuka, Charlotte, and Bianca with Io and Bailey winning it randomly in between. Like this can't be the fucking 80s with the Celtics and the Lakers.
Yeah. It's sadly becoming that though, because it's just a rotating. Who do we put in, and then when do we just put Charlotte in so she can win the title? Because that's the thing. Because Charlotte's on SmackDown, but I feel like Charlotte's only going to be in the title picture when Charlotte's winning, which can't be every single time either. And this match has actually been pretty good with Shinsuke and Ricochet.
It's funny as you say that. I can hear in the living room they just got up to Shinsuke coming out to talk to Seth.
And I had to mute for a second because my dog started barking, so my bad. Yeah, no, sorry. Yeah, the match is really good though, and this is what it's sad because again, these two guys could be in the main event picture. These two guys could be in title matches more often, and we get nothing. We get Nakamura last night, and then I don't know. It's or Saturday, I should say. Sorry.
Yeah, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get a bottle of water.
Yeah, all good, brother.
I'm not used to having to talk on Mondays.
All good, all good. Gotta stay hydrated. But to everyone else watching, thank you guys again for tuning in. Like I said, this is a little different, but hey, by next Monday we should all be back to the normally scheduled program. But we shall see. And Pro and Taquan, you guys just calm down a little bit. Like, can everyone just get along? Let's talk about Raw. Ricochet and Nakamura putting on a great match here. Like, just calm down, you two. Relax. Oh man.
All right, I'm back.
All good, all good. I'm trying to see if I could calm down Pro and Taquan. Like just relax. It's Monday. It's Labor Day. Everyone just
CM Punk and Kenny Omega they're not gonna relax.
Oh damn! Well, he technically did win. Because Taquan says this. Oh, wow, I totally believe Ricochet has a chance of winning, and he technically just won the match by disqualification. Oh man, Shinsuke just went haywire with a steel chair.
Yo, Pro, when it comes to the wrestling shit, you're more part of the team than I am, bro.
Bro, you have the link if you would like to come by.
Hop on, man.
I feel like Pro forgets. We gave you the link. I even said it earlier. Like any one of us that has the link, just jump on here. Like, oh, here comes the security again. And I know two of the security. We got Caleb Conley there. We got Jackson Drake.
But you know the security guards?
Yeah, because they're indie workers.
Really?
Yeah. Well, I guess I just broke kayfabe there, but yeah.
Well, I mean, I knew everybody knows that they hire like indie talent. It's
Yeah.
just I didn't know you. Like, do you know of them or do you know them?
No, like two of them there I've worked with at prior shows. And then one of these guys works a lot with the company I work here in Brooklyn. Jackson Drake, we've used them a lot here at Catalyst.
All right, that's cool.
Yeah.
Oh shit, bro knows the woman who does Bobby Lashley suits.
Oh shit. K.M. McKenna. Okay, yeah, I remember K.M. McKenna. That's cool.
Yeah, cheap plug here. Anybody watching now, come back tomorrow, where I'm in more of my element. You get to hear my thoughts about Ahsoka episode 3 and whatever else. I don't even know what else we're talking about.
Yeah, I have no clue what else we're talking about tomorrow. Toe hasn't had a chance to make a graphic, so I have no clue what we're discussing tomorrow.
Oh, hopefully we get Cabs back as well, and
yep. We'll get to hear his thoughts on hopefully Blue Beetle because I would hope by now he saw it. Which again, great movie. If you guys haven't already, go watch that movie. Like, it deserves better than the praise that it's getting.
What what does Krill say? Go watch it for the culture.
Facts. Go watch it for the culture. The Latino culture needs it. We need to watch this movie. Like, if I could, I'll go watch it again, but I do not have the time to go watch it again. So, here we go. They're showing the replay from the steel cage. That steel cage match was great. Like,
it's something that we can. I don't know what do you call it? Something we could talk about. One Piece, the live action Netflix adaptation.
Oh yeah.
Something I also saw, which, you know what? I'm gonna be bringing that up. So if you guys want to know what I thought about One Piece, come on by tomorrow. Around starting time around this time.
Yep.
Hopefully, Toe and Show would be somewhere in New York by this time tomorrow.
If not, you're gonna see. This is your viewing tomorrow too. It's just gonna be a different background.
Yeah.
We'll be back tomorrow.
We're gonna change the name of the podcast to
it's the Ray and Cap Show. That's it. Yo, what's going on? AEW for life. What's up, man? Oh man. Oh, here we go. We got Shayna Baszler. Oh, Shayna's back, I guess, and Zoe Stark's here in the background. Let's see. I thought they were gonna do Zoe and Trish as an actual feud, but I guess not.
Well, I mean, Trish probably has a hard time getting in the arena because after that match went so well, she had a big head now.
But
I'm pulling out all the fucking dumbass jokes that I got. That's all.
I
can't see what's going on.
The funny part is I could flip, but then we'll get copyrighted if I showed you what's going on. Because all I would have to do is just flip my camera so you can see, and we'll just talk about it. But we can't do that on stream.
And for anybody who, like we said, playing the home game wants to know why my camera's off, I tried to bring it up on my phone on the Optimum app, and it bugged out my Wi-Fi so much that the camera function is not working on the website. So, I mean, I guess my options are I either watch Raw or I'm in the show right now. So,
and Cap wants to help me out here, so I'm not just talking alone. So we appreciate you, Cap, for being here. And here we go. We got Judgment Day with all the gold. It's a good sight to see. Like, this looks like a dominant faction. They got the tag titles. They got the Money in the Bank briefcase. We got Rhea with the women's title. And we got Dom with the North American title that represents America. But apparently, he was he homeschooled? Is that the excuse we're going to give?
I mean, well, if you want to go off of what the WWE puts out, he is a criminal, and criminals don't have the most, education.
But he wasn't always dirty, Dom. Like he should have been okay. Oh no. Oh man.
Oh, speaking of Judgment Day, Rhea coming out of nowhere and spearing KO through the fucking barricade.
That was great.
That was something.
That was great. Also, the cameramen knew what they were doing during Rhea and Raquel. That's all I'm gonna say. They were definitely watching for their shots. But Ray Got Kids will be the new show if Toe doesn't come back. That's it. Every week it's gonna be me trying to find these alleged kids of mine.
Yeah. Every week I'm gonna come in here and introduce a brand new one. Next week we start with his oldest son, Jonathan.
Oh.
You know, the weird thing is that I don't understand is this whole policy in the WWE where they don't want to do full intergender matches.
Yeah.
But yet they'll let the women just beat the shit out of any dude on the roster. And don't get me wrong, I am not for violence against females. You should never ever hit a woman unless your life is on the line and she's whooping you with something. Like in life, but in wrestling, if you hit the guy, why would you not expect to be hit? This is wrestling. This is a wrestling show.
I think again, I want to say it's the investors that did that. Because everywhere else, intergender wrestling is a thing.
Yeah.
Like if you're gonna hit, expect to get hit back. Again, in wrestling. Before we get fucking out of context, in wrestling,
Yes.
if you hit, expect to get hit back. Just again, I want to make sure that's very clear before someone tries to cancel me for saying this. Like,
they can't cancel you. There's no way in hell I'm doing this on my own on Mondays.
Is Cap is gonna defend me like crazy? Like, no, he didn't mean it that way.
I hit her. God damn it.
Oh man. No, yes, it is, bro. It's very bad to hit anybody. But in the context of wrestling, it's something where again, every female competitor that has trained to be a wrestler, 90% of the time has trained with male wrestlers. Because usually that's how it is in most schools. There isn't just a specific female class.
Yo, do we not remember what can we say 15, 20 years ago now?
Yeah, give or take.
Bubba Dudley powerbombing Stacy Keibler off the top rope through a table.
Shit, he powerbombed Mae Young.
Yeah, and everybody lived. The world didn't fall apart. Everybody knew what the fuck was going on, that it was part of the show. Every movie has got, you two characters fighting a movie. Like, we understand this is entertainment. This isn't the UFC. Like, of course, in the UFC, you wouldn't fucking put Ronda Rousey in the ring with somebody, with Francis Ngannou. Like,
yeah. Again, that's a lot more physical combat than this, where it's again combat, but at the same time, we're not trying to actually injure someone.
Yeah.
Where in a UFC fight, you're trying to knock the motherfucker out. Like, let's
for anybody at home, UFC is Mortal Kombat.
Yes.
WWE is Mortal Kombat Annihilation. A bunch of ridiculous characters, bad acting, and sometimes some good action.
Ouch, Cap. Ouch. It's kind of true, but still, ouch. Like you compared this to Annihilation of all things.
That's the only movie series.
No, I know, but like
that I can think of where the second one is the same but just bad.
Less, yeah, I got you. Damn, Mr. Lucky. If you haven't noticed, this is what this show has become now. We've lost. This is it. We're oh man, I'm surprised Kenny hasn't jumped on here and said we kicked him out of the show. We changed the password. We did all that. Now it's just me and Cap.
Well, I mean, shit, you don't want to pay your monthly fees.
Oh man. There we go. Now they're all happy. They got the titles. They're hugging. They're smiling. Are they gonna? I'm still surprised they haven't at least added JD to the actual group though. Like, can we just get JD McDonough as a member of the Judgment Day? Like,
I don't think he's gonna be in the group. I think that's Finn's way out.
that's what I thought it was. But if at this point, if they're not gonna break them up already, just have him be a member, and then when Finn gets out, him go with him. Like,
Nah, I think they got to do long term storytelling here, similar to what they're doing with the Bloodline. You got to prolong that a little bit.
okay.
And you know, my opinion, but you know, I'm just a white looking Hispanic dude sitting in my room. What do I know?
No, again, I can say that though, and I agree. It's one of those where, to me, I like when they're able to do long term. Let it be a little longer. Let it be something where we're able to build and react more. Like this, to me, this is great right now. Having them win the tag titles makes us kind of forget that Damian Priest has Money in the Bank right now, which is the idea I wanted. I don't want people to keep thinking about Damian has to cash in right now. Damian has to cash in right now. Like now we're good. Now Damian could cash it in, possibly at the Rumble, possibly at Elimination Chamber, I guess is the one in between now. I'm not sure if they're gonna flip that out or not. But anytime around there so he can have a guaranteed Mania match. Or hell, cash it in at Mania. Make your Mania moment. Something where Priest gets it and it makes more sense and is more impactful.
You know what they got to do? They got to bring back Judgment Day as a pay-per-view and let him win it there.
There you go. That's gonna be the February pay-per-view. It's gonna be now known as Judgment Day again. That's it. That's what we're gonna do. You heard it here, folks. If they do it, Cap deserves some royalties. I was here, so I'm gonna get some royalties. We're getting money out of this. But all right, Pro. Thank you for stopping by. As always, again, if you have the link, so if you want to jump on here, just come on through.
Wow, I'm an idiot. I just gave the salute to the camera for Pro. The camera was not even. I'm so used to doing it.
Oh man, it's all good. It's all good.
Yo, periodically I keep checking, and like
to see if it
now
works.
my camera's on, nothing.
Yeah.
And I don't want to, I don't want to refresh for fear of losing this shit.
Yeah. All good. As long as everyone can hear you, because I can hear you fine. So as long as everyone can hear you, you're good. Let JD be yeah. Puerto Ricans booking Puerto Ricans. Well, the whole group isn't Puerto Ricans. It's just Damian Priest is the Puerto Rican in there.
Hey, you know what, man? It's about time. We can't have Pedro Morales be the only motherfucker in the history of the world to win the goddamn world title in WWE. I mean, shit, we went from having no African American champions in the WWE to Kofi and Big E winning that. Now let's bring in the other shades now from the tree.
Let's get some more Latino representation. Like, I love Rey Mysterio, but we need a Boricua in there too. Like, I'm just saying. And Bobby Lashley, yes, and Bobby Lashley.
Oh, yeah. Here's the thing. I didn't bring in Bobby Lashley because, to me, he's like a legitimate wrestler.
I'm so sorry to cut you off, Cap, but JD just gave him a peace offering of a purple Money in the Bank briefcase that says "Señor Money in the Bank." I like it. I also like it though because it's one of those where JD is, again, just like you said, is playing the seas a little bit.
Yeah.
So he's gonna act all cool, but then be ready to stab him in the back. But damn, Taquan, we got Miles Morales, but like we need more in the wrestling world. Comic books were good. We got Blue Beetle now, though he's still technically Mexican, but it is what it is. But more Latin representation.
Yeah, dude. But like I was saying with Bobby Lashley, like I consider him like the legit. Like he's legit. What Vince McMahon he was gonna make him a champion regardless if he just stuck around long enough. Kofi and Big E, those are the surprise. Holy shit, guys! Never in a million years that I think they were gonna win. Oh, come on. What is this? You gotta share your Spider-Man with us. No, F you. You got Black Panther, you got Falcon, you got War Machine, you got Goliath. This a myriad of motherfuckers you got. We got White Tiger and half of Spider-Man. Woo. Look at that. Raised Dog's got to give him mouth to mouth to make sure he doesn't choke.
I don't know if you saw that on camera, but I legit did a spit take when you said fucking. And I just had to instantly dry on this because I legit thought I spit on my laptop. So, oh man, that would have been the end of the stream there. Oh my god. There we go. Chungus is in support of the coquille there and the Puerto Rican flag. There we go. Thank you, Chungus. We appreciate you. We appreciate you there. See, there you go, Taquan. You guys got Black Lightning. Oh man. But here we go. It looks like we're about to get a JD McDonough and Sami Zayn match. At least it's not another 6-man tag. Because we've had the 6-man tag for 3 weeks now.
I know I'm late to the party here because my dad's watching it on the craziest time delay.
Yeah.
I just heard Michael Cole say Seth Rollins is obsessed with Shinsuke.
That's
Isn't
not
Shinsuke
how it
the
is.
one challenging like isn't Shinsuke the one who came up to beat the shit out of Seth?
Well, I guess they're playing off because Shinsuke said no, and said no, and said no, but Seth went after him. But it's still like, it is what it is. It's yeah, they're interesting with. Oh man, the more and more they do this, because all night they've been showing like past Intercontinental champions. I think they're giving it to Gable tonight. They're legit gonna break this. They're gonna stop the reign here. I can't believe
I gave you my thoughts on it earlier. I think they should. Yo, break up. What do you call it? Break up Imperium. Because clearly he doesn't like Giovanni, whatever the fuck, Vinci.
Ah, there you go. Okay, so he's Irish Rican. There you go.
Oh, is he one of the tag team? What? That's Scottish, right?
That's Scottish Ricans, yeah. Shout out to the Scottish Ricans. Oh man.
Hopefully you're better than Eddie Kingston. Because, hey, I know you guys like him, but he doesn't know the definition of on-site. I can show you 3 matches where he told Jericho it's on site. And then the start of the match, he went after different people.
Oh, man. That promo, though, when he legit said it's on site, passes by them in a car. Like, wait, you could have just could jump out the car, right? It is what it is.
But I guess his site is more like either Matt Murdock or Stevie Wonder.
Oh man. This is where Kenny's gonna watch his back like, yo, Cab really talk shit about Eddie Kingston, man.
Yo, I'm sorry, Eddie Kingston should have changed that promo to "It's on proximity." As long as we in the same equidistant from each other.
Oh no, what it needs to be was it's eventually gonna be on site. Like when I first see you, it might not be on site, but eventually
No,
I will
you know
get
what
to.
you know what it is? It's on site. He just hadn't told you which site it's on.
Ah, that's
Like he doesn't know which venue is the next venue for the town. So once he finds out, then that's the site.
yeah, exactly. Because it's like no, I didn't mean like on site. This site, it has to be like 2 towns away.
Yeah.
At that location, that's where we're gonna fight.
Or you know what? I mean, we're in 2023. When he says it's on site, maybe it's Twitter, maybe it's Facebook.
Oh no, maybe it's X.
MySpace.
It's on X now. That's what it is. Like
I'm not calling it X. That's fucking stupid.
It's his own coordinates. Exactly.
Yeah.
Jericho just has to find the right coordinates because he's not gonna give it to him. He's got to find them and then they'll fight. That's it. There we go. So that's what you got to say now, kids. If you're listening, it's not. Don't say on site. Say it's on coordinates.
Yeah. Well, first off, you got to learn what coordinates are, and then you can.
Oh man, this is what the Raw watch along has turned into. We have debunked the end. It's on site. Now it's on coordinates, everybody. It's on coordinates.
Yo, I'm sorry. I'm just shitting on everybody's favorite fucking wrestlers now.
I Cap, tell me something bad about Rey Mysterio. Go. Shit on my favorite wrestler.
I can't. Rey Mysterio is legit. He does everything he says he's gonna do. He's the Giant Slayer, and he's beating giants. Like, there's nothing wrong I can see with Rey. Rey's worked his ass off. He has the it factor. He's captivating.
I win. I got a wrestler Cap can't talk shit about. That works. Yeah. You guys gotta do better, y'all. Get better favorite wrestlers. If Cap can fight a flaw, that's it.
Yeah, you guys can't talk shit about my guys. So
wait, who's your guy? Who's your favorite guy? Who?
Sting.
Yeah, he's still going at that. He's still going. I gotta get it to him.
Never had a major controversy or anything. He's still decent enough.
No. The only controversy he had was he was kind of a snitch in the locker room. But even that is because he was very religious, so makes sense. Yeah.
Hey, I once told somebody that they brought up what the fuck is that rapper's dude with the rainbow hair?
Tekashi 6ix9ine?
Yeah. They bring up the fact that he was snitching. I was like, yo, I'm not going in the context of the conversation. I'm like, yo, I'm not going to jail for anybody. I'll snitch on everybody. And one of the women I was talking to was like, hey, snitches get stitches. And I was like, cool, but chicks dig scars. So I'll take the scar.
There we go. Cap was like, yeah, but I'll still get bitches though. Can't get bitches if you're in the inside, y'all.
Yeah.
There you go.
You can, but they're probably not gonna be the ones you want.
Oh man. This is true.
That's the wrong place to wear your Eddie Kingston on site shirt.
Oh man. He did, but hey, the talent made a Hall of Fame career. Hall of Fame career, multi-time world champion. My dog doesn't want to stop jumping on me. Jesus, relax.
You know something? Oh man, I wanna say something right now, but I gotta save it for tomorrow because it ties into what we're gonna be talking about tomorrow. Because I questioned something in the show and then I learned something. I learned the true definition of something, which I'm gonna enlighten everybody on the show. But
got you. So keep down your notes so that way you don't forget tomorrow. Yeah. We gotta get that. Yeah, true. This is true. But hey, again, we got sometimes you gotta say the truths. Gotta say the truths.
Oh yeah, bro, you don't want to wear that redeeming these nuts.
Nope. Nope. Because
Unless you also have one of those little like take a number things where you're like, who's servicing next? Like,
oh man. Oh, here we go. We got Chelsea Green on the screen right now with Adam Pearce. You know what? I think that's why Toe isn't here. I think Toe's secretly in North Carolina right now. He's getting his half of the women's tag team champions. Because that promo. That's what happened.
Judging by when he told me he might be getting home, he might be in North Carolina right now.
What he told me earlier, he's like, "Oh yeah, by the time you guys start, I should be at least somewhat on the way." I'm like, "All right, cool."
Yo,
then he's like, "Yeah, he ain't making it."
Tyson, that better not be true.
No way. No way.
Yo, if Piper's injured, get rid of those fucking titles. Here's what you do. Get rid of the tag team titles and make a fucking women's intercontinental championship. Give that to Chelsea Green.
Well, they're gonna do Raquel versus Chelsea Green later, but come on, man. That's it. Like, if that doesn't show you that these titles are injury prone and just cursed, like, oh my God.
Yo, I know you can't zoom in because I don't know if you have that full control, but there's nothing to zoom in to. But Vince McMahon, Triple H, whoever the fuck is listening right now, hear me. Throw those titles in the fucking garbage. Don't sell them on the fucking website. If you see somebody holding them in the crowd, confiscate them for their own fucking health and safety. These shits are now becoming this is no longer just bad luck. This is a fucking habit. This is something that's been going on consistently, and we need to seriously address this because nobody should be getting hurt because they're walking around with gold belts.
Hey, but yeah, you're right. Like those titles are, yeah, man. This is sad. Like legit, those titles are cursed because everyone, man, like Jesus, injuries and damn. Yeah, legit, Mr. Loki. Those titles are just hitmen. The minute you win them, they're shooting at your legs. Like,
yo, like, they should get. If they're gonna keep those titles around, they now have to be called the WWE Nancy Kerrigans. And every time somebody wins the title, instead of playing the team's theme song, they should just play the audio of Nancy Kerrigan just going, "Why? Why?"
Oh man. Oh my god. But here we go. We got Shayna Baszler and Zoe Starks having a match right now. Oh. That could have been it right there with just the most random roll up. Here we go. One, two.
I don't like to see anybody get hurt, but I think Drew and Matt Riddle should win those titles from Chelsea Green.
Wait, is this just for Matt Riddle to get injured though? Because watch, you say that, but Drew's gonna be the one that gets injured.
No, Drew's too strong. Just like Chelsea. Chelsea's too strong. She's too strong in the Force. Like,
oh man. Legit. It's legit just the injury tag team titles. Like it's
yeah, I'm about to go on to my fucking WWE 2K and take those titles out just so that so nothing happens to the computer models, bro.
It's just even if you put them on universe mode, instantly injuries.
Sitting there playing, they're like, I don't know what happened. I turned injuries off, but the game glitched out. Like,
oh man, I'm worried for Matt on the facts. Matt Cardona was claiming some part ownership of those titles. That's it. But Matt Cardona just randomly shows up injured. That's it.
Yo, that's what I said. They stopped selling them in the shops. Take them away. See, what happened was didn't Piper Nivens, she like did some sage and some other shit, right?
Yep.
What she should have done was she should have got an old priest and a new priest.
Yep.
Walk in there. They could have been in there like the power of Gorilla Monsoon compels you. The power of Gorilla Monsoon compels you.
They didn't know, man. They didn't know. Again, you guys gotta listen to the Knucklehead Network. This is where we give you the advice that you need. If you're ever gonna go for those titles, this is why Toe isn't there. He knew he was given the Iggy. He was told, "Hey, Piper Niven's out. We need you. Come on in. We heard you're in Florida. We saw you at Hogan's Beach Shop. You already got the gear. Just come on down." Like this is why Cap his camera's off, because he's laughing right now because he knows I'm right.
Yeah.
Cap was told to send in his 2 suits. He was like, "Why am I shipping you suits to North Carolina? Don't worry about it."
Yeah, yo, you know how much it costs to send 2 suits to North Carolina?
On a like instant shipping too. Like it had to be there by like yesterday.
It had to be there yesterday so that Toe could show up for this broadcast tomorrow.
Yep, exactly. This is why show took forever, because it was like, nope. He knew they had to be there. He had to be ready.
I don't know if you caught up to this part, but what happened? I just heard something with Shayna Baszler and Zoe. Sounded like it was taking place in the backstage area. Did that happen for you yet already?
Yeah, they're already in the match here. That set up the backstage segment set up for a match that they're having right now.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah, so you're way behind. What you're hearing is way behind.
Yeah, no, my dad doesn't watch it when it starts. He he watches something else and goes back.
Got you. So yeah, it's a little behind. What the hell? Okay. The commercial I just saw was apparently for Hot Wheels Ultimate Challenge, but they got a Han.
That's a good show. That's a good show.
Oh, is it? All right.
Yeah. So what they do on that show is they bring in people who were like fans, quote unquote, of Hot Wheels.
Yeah.
But they ask you, hey, is there a significant car you had in your childhood growing up? And if you say yes, but then they come in and they bring in a version of that car, and then you get to turn it into a Hot Wheels car.
Ooh.
And modify it.
Okay.
So the people on the show, they have a personal investment and trying to take something that's a part of their childhood and turn it into something good. And the winner of the show, of course, gets money and all that, but their specific car gets to be one of the Hot Wheels toys that comes out.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool.
And some of the stories, of, hey, this old truck, founded when it was broke down, and me and my dad, built it from scratch, or this is the only car we had in our family, and there's some legit, to whatever degree that they are legit, but there's some legit stories that make it worth watching.
Gotcha. No, I'm gonna have to give it a watch because I just saw they promoted it here, and I guess the guy from Fast and Furious, Han, is gonna be a special guest host.
Yeah,
So,
I didn't see the episode yet, but they had one where Big E was there, and they had to turn the Hot Wheels cars, not only a Hot Wheels car, but make it like a wrestling ring, or make it something to do with wrestling.
Okay. I'm gonna have to give it a watch. Oh yeah, that I saw, Tyson. They did the whole the cleaning process with all the sage and all that.
Piper, wherever she bought that sage, she should walk into that shop and beat the shit out of everybody who worked there.
It's like, it didn't work. It didn't fucking work.
Yeah, go back to the Vatican gift shop and beat the shit out of everybody.
Oh no. No, Zoe, no. Oh. Zoe's passing out. Oh, or not. Oh. Oh. She's fighting back. Oh. I love how her selling of it is legit, just like passing out, but then somehow she has life again when they land on the floor. She keeps going like, but then somehow is awake again when they get to the floor. Like,
I guess her passing out is on site.
and she's done it 3 times already. She legit just like, oh, but there we go. Okay, Shayna Baszler wins. It's like on the first one, that should have been it. Because she legit just oh, and dead. Like, how is that not the instant finish? Oh, there you go.
Well,
Shayna Baszler.
You gotta kind of make Zoe look good too. Like she can't just go there and instantly tap her.
Oh, no. Like this was like Zoe definitely had a lot of like good points in it. Like this wasn't just an instant like, oh, not locked it in once and that was it. Like she fought, but it's like once she had her there, that's like she's passing out. That should have been it. But oh wait, what's happening now? We're gonna get some respect here. Oh, we get the handshake.
Why the fuck would Shayna shake anybody's hand?
Oh. Okay, we don't get a handshake, we get a fist bump. Well, she has her respect. Okay. I guess Shayna's kind of going into babyface route. I guess.
Well, you know what? I guess everybody has to turn babyface to face Rhea because
yeah,
I don't think would make too much sense.
Yeah, little by little, I guess we're gonna see more. Like, well, also after the Ronda match, I think she instantly was gonna be babyface. Like, it was just like someone had to be babyface after that. It definitely wasn't gonna be Ronda.
Yo, Ronda's an enigma. She started out super hot. Like, I'm not gonna lie, her first entry and the first couple of matches were like super on point, and I was like, okay, this is gonna work out. And then somewhere along the way, she forgot this is wrestling, not the UFC. Sometimes you're gonna get booed if the fans aren't digging you as the babyface. So all you gotta do is just turn heel and you'll be fine. She took that shit personally. And then her second run wasn't as good as the first run.
She took it so personal to the point of just every video she was posting out. It's like, just stop. Just stop. Like, that's my gripe with her. Is legit, she got to the point of you're not getting heat for the right reasons. Like, you're getting heat because you're killing the business. Literally. Like, there's one thing of trying to break kayfabe. Kayfabe was just out the window at that point. Like, but yeah.
But you know what's funny is like you model yourself after Roddy Piper, the motherfucking king of getting people to boo him. Like, why would you not expect? And on top of that, unlike Brock, you didn't come in. What do you call it? You didn't come in with the greatest of standing anyway.
Yeah.
Because Brock never claimed to be the greatest ever to do it. He just was a legit MMA champ.
Yeah.
you claim to be the greatest to do it, and in 2 fights, we found out that not only can you not fight standing up, but you can't defend a head kick, and you can't take getting rushed. Like,
I remember I bought that last fight she had, and I was like, okay, cool, here we go. We're gonna see Ronda dominate. And
no, not
it's
against
over.
Amanda. Shit.
It's over. It's my money. It just went out the drain. That was the first time I felt that way. The second was Connor versus Cowboy.
Yo,
I was like, oh yeah, this is gonna be great. Fucking fucked up his leg 2 minutes into the fight. My money. Again.
dude, but Cowboy is like the Diaz brothers. It's like when there's no title on the line and they just get to fight for fun, it's a fucking good fight.
Yeah.
But the minute the fight has any sort of stakes in it, they don't show up.
Unfortunately, this is yeah.
I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. Anybody on the chat, or if you know Ray, I thought the Diaz brothers were supposed to be all about their boxing and their stand-up. That's what made them so different from everybody.
Yeah.
That's what made them so tough.
They're supposed to be pound for pound like fighters. They're supposed to be the two that it was like it no matter what, you're gonna get a fight out of them.
Yeah, and then you go into the ring and you let fucking Jake, is it Jake Paul?
Yeah, Jake Paul.
You let Jake from State Farm beat the shit out of you. Like,
yo, yeah. And that's what's killing me with this is that sometimes it's like I want to say this dude doesn't know what the fuck he's doing, but it's also like he's really like knocking people out. Like he's not having bad fights. Like the people he's fighting aren't at the tip top shape either, but he's not looking like a slouch out there. But that's a conversation. That's definitely a conversation. I feel like Toe is gonna be like, no, I don't know what the fuck you guys are talking about.
But the thing is, so you took a guy who could throw a punch and put him up against fighters who don't spend all day throwing punches. Like, has he fought a legitimate boxer yet?
Not yet, no.
His brother's the one who fought Mayweather, right?
Yep.
And what did Mayweather do? Mayweather beat him.
Well, it's just because of how their ruling is, he was able to get away with it without getting a loss. But again, they know their ways to make sure. End of the day, neither are losing because they're getting paid millions. But
yeah, but here's the thing: like Mayweather's good enough, to not lose to this guy. So regardless of what he did, he wasn't gonna lose that fight.
Yeah. All right. Give me 1 sec. I'll be right back.
No problem. So this is the interesting part of the show where I now try to get the comment on things that I'm hearing that may have happened 10 to 15 minutes ago for you guys who are watching along. So like a backstage reporter, I don't know if you guys remember how backstage reporters used to wait outside the locker room of wrestlers like, hey, let's see if we can get a word when he's like Mean Gene Oakland would always be like, wait for him to come out or put his ear up to the door and try to hear what the fuck's going on. I'm going to try to do that right now. Oh, and I guess it's Chelsea Green now talking to Adam Pearce, which we already covered on the show. How tag team titles for the women don't seem to be going too well. And I think the first time they introduced the tag team championship for the women back in the 80s with the jumping Bomb Angels, is the Japanese tag team that won it, or was the last one I remember winning it. Nothing came out of that either. So there's an entire history of tag team wrestling for the women that had just not panned out.
Oh, can you hear me?
Yeah, you're good.
My bad.
I was just giving a short little history lesson on the tag team champions. And here we go. The man, the myth, the legend.
What's going on, bro? Good thoughts. Oh, there it is.
Give me a second. Damn.
Yo, it's got to be on site, bro.
Did you not hear this whole conversation?
I thought we got rid of that.
Yeah,
It's
sorry,
on proximity.
coordinates.
Oh,
So
yeah.
we gave you the actual coordinates here. We're here. It's now. It's go time. But what's going on? What's going on, brother? How's
You
everything?
know what? Nothing, man. I'm just chilling.
Cool.
Just chilling, watching Raw. Yo, that's crazy about Piper.
Yo,
I
at this
cannot
point,
believe that.
they gotta. The experiment has failed. It's all right to move on to something else.
Yeah, and I'm with you, Cap. They really need like a mid card women's title, some like a US or IC.
At
Yeah.
this point, just because they're running out of women to do tag titles, because like even let's say Piper isn't injured, who else do you put them against? And there goes Chelsea Green.
What do you mean
Jesus.
by that?
No, because she's wrestling Raquel Rodriguez right now,
Oh.
and she kind of just killed her with the Tejana bomb.
What do you mean by
The way
that?
you look, I was like, oh, don't tell me she got injured.
She
No,
might
this-
have in that power bomb because she sold it like death. So yeah. If we want to just say that, hey, she got injured in this too, and just vacate the titles indefinitely, I don't think anyone would mind. Like, just bring a nice like women's intercontinental championship, women's United States championship, just something. It would work.
Right. I agree.
It's got to be something that can go to all brands because, I mean, they don't have the correct amount of women on the roster to facilitate these.
They really don't on any of the brands because NXT had the best women's tag team division, and then WWE rated that on the main roster. They're like, "Oh, you have tag teams? We're taking everybody."
Yeah.
Yeah, I love the toxic attraction.
Yeah, we know why that went downhill, sadly. But nah, they barely got any women. They do. They legit. They broke. Most of the teams they had, unfortunately, got injured and are separated. It's like at this point, just make a secondary title for the women. Like, there's enough to be able to do that because they have a bunch of women that they could use to do that. Because we know it's looking like Tiffany Stratton, once she loses the NXT title, she's getting called up. Like,
Yeah.
they're teasing that like crazy already that she's going up.
Sorry, I keep yawning.
Oh, good,
I've been
man.
tired.
Dude, why you're on here, Pro? What is your without unfiltered, unfeathered opinion on what happened with Mr. Phil Brooks?
All right, so here's my level-headed opinion because I had somebody kind of talk me through it because at first I was very, very pro CM Punk about the whole situation, trying to justify what he did. I honestly think that it takes two to tango. I don't think he's completely at fault. But like, what's the question? What do you want exactly?
No, just your thoughts on the whole on him getting fired and what transpired.
I just said, so I've been thinking about this. I'm not mad about it. I'm just very, very disappointed. I'm disappointed in everything because there was so much like left to do for him. And I saw something recently where it was this time where he returned and he was listing off all the wrestlers that he wanted to wrestle. And three of the wrestlers were Kenny and the Young Bucks. And it's just sad that we don't have that as a reality anymore. Like that's out of reach. And I don't know where everything went wrong. Like everything was good. He arrived, people were really excited, and I don't know what happened. I don't know if egos got in the way or or what, but I think with this All In stuff, it got blown way out of proportion. And I just want to say to that also, we all know I love CM Punk, but this man needed to realize at that moment in time that he's fucking CM Punk and he doesn't need to stoop down to anybody's fucking level like Jack Perry and try to prove anything to anybody. Like at all. You're CM Punk. Your name alone sold out the United Center.
Yeah.
You know, Jack Perry, nobody's buying tickets to go see Jack Perry. I'm sorry. So, I don't know. The whole thing's just fucking stupid. Unnecessary.
No, I agree with you. The fact that this is more disappointing than anything.
Yeah, it is.
Cause shit, I mean, if you'd have just, if Jack wants to use real glass and hurt himself, let him fucking do it.
Mm-hmm.
Let him do it. See, this is what I was mentioning before, that this is more so on Tony Khan. Because why are you letting, if you're Tony Khan, why are you letting Jack Perry go out there with real fucking bottles? Why are you not sitting there going, motherfucker, here's some sugar glass. Go out there and make it look good.
Right. He eventually has the final say in everything, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's what we hear. So, I don't know, man. There's so many, like, it's deeper than rap, you know? It's just so many factors in it. It's hard to pinpoint it.
Yeah.
Like, why is Jack Perry getting upset being told no is one question. Why is CM Punk getting upset over a little side comment on not even the main pay-per-view, the fucking 0 hour, you know? Just,
you know what I think? I think it's the whole this whole freedom of promo, where I don't know if they changed that and got writers for certain people, but this illusion that the wrestlers get to just go out there and say what they want to say, I think has really screwed them over, because they got too used to, well, like MJF will go out there and he'll say some behind the scenes shit.
yeah.
But, it's not made clear. I don't know if it's made clear to the wrestlers in the back if permission was given or if it's not given or how people really feel about saying shit like that. But he does it and everybody reacts to it. So now everybody thinks they can do it. And it's like, sometimes you can. Sometimes you just can't, say the background shit.
It's the blurring the lines argument.
Yeah, but it's, what do you call it? It's blurring an unnecessary line.
Yeah. But it's also, if you're stepping into that boundary, you also have to be able to be ready, because that's where it all stemmed from. Because Punk loves to do that. He'd like to be able to play that game a bit. But then when someone else did it, now we're stepping over the boundary. And this is where, as a company, hey, we can say we're doing this, but let's not fully get there so we don't have a scenario like this. This is why a writer's team is created. This is why companies are at times, hey, we're going to try to script promos, but 90% of the time you're not getting a script of a promo. You're getting, here's your bullet points. There you go.
Yeah.
That's all it should be.
If I'm wrong. When Punk does shit like that, isn't it most of the time, besides the hangman shit, wasn't it most of the time he was actually wrestling the dude he was talking about?
Yeah.
Like, it should be. That's what I'm saying. Like, the line didn't need to be blurred. You're not even wrestling him, Jack.
Yeah.
Like, he's got nothing to do with you at this moment in time.
Yeah.
I'm going to be honest. I didn't even know about the glass situation until this whole Jack Perry shit.
Dude, the only reason I even knew is because Dutch Mantel did a fucking video about how stupid Jack was for using real glass.
Yeah.
I didn't even know Punk said anything. I thought that line was about what the fuck Dutch Mantel said.
Oh man, Jack Perry, not a fan of Dutch Mantel. But
I don't think many people are, to be honest, from what I'm hearing.
Not a fan of fake glass either.
But yeah, it's like I said, there's so many things with it, but end of the day, I unfortunately don't think, and like I said earlier, CM Punk the wrestler, I'm a fan of. Phil Brooks unfortunately did not help his own scenario either. He could have alleviated a lot of the unnecessary stress, and we could have had a whole other conversation. And it could have just been a suspension, come back to this later, instead of now we're here.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm gonna go back to it. If you just let the kid talk, he says what he says. You go out and fight Samoa Joe on the main card, have a better match, walk to the back, tell everybody good night.
You're
showing up.
CM Punk.
Yeah,
You're CM Punk. That's all I'm saying.
yeah. Like, what the
You're
fuck
bigger
are we
than
talking
that.
about?
You're bigger than that. And I think he knows that. And there's been some theories out there too that this was all just a fucking ploy to get fired anyways. Because there's that article that came out from Fightful saying that he had apparently plans back in December to go get out of AEW to go to WWE, get on the Royal Rumble, and have a match with Kevin Owens at WrestleMania. So I think maybe he's been wanting out, but I can't play psychologist. I really don't know.
But here's the weird thing. This is why I don't believe, or I won't buy that without real definitive proof. It doesn't make sense, in my mind at least, for you to concoct a story in which you get fired so you can go somewhere else when, one, you keep telling everybody who makes that comment, like, oh, I'll just go work for Vince. You keep telling them that it's a shitty place and the grass is not greener. And two, you're leaving here looking like you're the toxic problem in the locker room.
And he's not the kind of guy, I feel like, not to not contradict himself.
Yeah.
Regardless of how you feel about him, what he says, he means it. Like, if he doesn't like something, he doesn't like it. Look at Colt Cabana. So,
yeah. And that is where, again, this is why now I can't have so much sympathy for the guy, because that is where we saw the downhill for CM Punk. Because
that's fair.
It's a scenario. Like I said, I was a fan of the guy. The worker, the wrestler, I'm a fan of. The person, it just showed like he didn't have self-control of emotions and self-control of being able to try to make the workplace work. Like, a lot of that stuff that we found out, we shouldn't have been knowing. Unfortunately, everything comes out now. Now, this is why we have 50 million articles about all this, where I don't believe it either that he was trying to get himself fired, because if that's so, this is the worst way to do it, because you ruined a show that had 80,000 people there.
Yeah. Especially in a company where it seems like if you just walk up to Tony Khan like, yo, I want out, he goes, okay.
Like, if Adam Cole had that in his contract, that if he wanted to, he can get an out, I don't see CM Punk not having that option as well. And is John Cena about to have someone beat him up in the back angle right now? Because he's making an entrance, but it's like taking forever for John to show up.
What's that cameraman doing? Is he the cameraman?
Is he? Because they're panning around. Like, where is he coming from? Yeah, the Miz is doing Miz TV, but
he's got to be the cameraman. Yeah.
Yo, here's a weird thing.
Where'd he go? What the fuck was that? The cameraman went up to the ring, right?
I think he was trying to pan to the Miz to see his reaction. Okay, I get it.
What? Yeah, you have to explain it to me. I'm hella.
So, because we can't see John Cena, so John Cena is his guest. He's just not there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So.
Oh.
Say, yeah, I can't.
Clever.
Yeah,
I see, said the blind man.
I see.
but
Oh damn!
oh man,
I got Raw in the other room. Hold on, I got to turn that off.
all good, all good. Oh man,
And that was like that joke that I saw somebody like on YouTube short.
yeah.
It was just pictures of him by himself, and the final picture when he closed the book, and on the book it just said photo album of me and John Cena.
And it's just him.
It's just him because you couldn't see him in any other photos.
Oh, by the way, this shit is a scam.
Oh,
I feel like we all at least I did, because I think I would have still been a kid when that came out.
wasn't that back in like the early 2000s?
Yeah,
I was a kid
Bushigi.
when that came out. I remember I forced my parents to get me one of those, and yeah,
I wanted to do all the cool tricks, and then you realize it's just a metal fucking ball.
that's when you just go to the fucking Hispanic 99-cent store and get the fucking click clacks and that shit. At least you could do more with.
Get some
No.
entertainment value.
The Chinese store, and you buy the fucking the little metal balls that you rotate in your hand.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Which I would go and show you guys because I have them in my living room, but my camera don't work. So
Yeah, it's okay. You can show us tomorrow on comics. So hopefully it's working then, and hopefully we have Toe here with the buttons, because my app shut down. It doesn't want to reopen with buttons. Steve is not on our side today with technology.
It's Steve. The new what chances? Yeah.
Yeah, it legit is. That's the promo segment we need. Is LA Knight and Stone Cold just boy? Yeah.
Well, everybody's here. Can we address how good The Miz did in his promo last week before the match? I think he legit had a point where anybody, again, this is one of my problems with LA Knight, anybody could be LA Knight. He went out there and did the exact shit, sounded the same, and the crowd fucking loved him.
It's sad because we were watching it live, and all of us for a second thought it was LA Knight till we noticed the haircut. Like the mannerisms, everything felt like.
You got to be fucking kidding me with this segment right now.
He just hit John Cena with the skull crushing finale. Damn.
But is he fighting nobody?
Yes.
Come
It's
on.
like Vince McMahon fighting God.
Come on. Tell me The Miz. Yo, The Miz is one of the best to do it right now in this era. Tell me when I'm telling lies.
The Miz just stepped on John Cena.
He is an entertainer.
He's stepping on this man. That's where he hit him the move. Damn.
Oh, see, people forget that wrestling, yes, it's about the actual wrestling acumen, but an entire show can't just be built on that. There's got to be other aspects to it.
It's supposed to still be entertaining. This is what I was getting at earlier. Like, I get you want wrestling to look a certain way because everyone loved the golden era.
Mm-hmm.
But wrestling isn't all guys looking like the Ultimate Warrior and Hogan now.
Yeah.
You have to find a way to still be able to entertain. You know what I mean, though. Like not their beliefs. I just mean their stature and their just like. We would hope not to have guys that believe the things they do, but you know what I mean.
But the one
you want to talk about CM Punk, like Ultimate Warrior? Jesus,
I know.
Yeah,
dude, I've gotten rid of that. I've gotten rid of my Warrior shirt. So, but
I still got a Velveteen Dream shirt I need to burn. So,
yeah, you got to burn that.
Yep.
Oh man.
Yeah, but the one thing we got to bring up is back in the day, wrestling wasn't on as much as it is now.
Mm-hmm.
You might get a Saturday night main event every once in a while. Maybe they televise a Madison Square Garden show and then you get a pay-per-view. Like it wasn't on week to week, seemingly 24/7.
Mm-hmm. I think that's what people forget too, why certain things have to be done away, because now it's legit a television product. It isn't just, the best way to say it isn't as much of a carny as it is more of a now TV
Novella.
product. Legit. It is a novella. Like,
I'm getting chills just thinking about it before I even say what I'm supposed to say. But I feel like right now we are living in a fucking great time being a wrestling fan.
Yeah.
Honest to God.
Yeah, think about it. Mondays you can watch Raw with us here on the Knucklehead Network. Tuesdays you get NXT. NXT is the only show that I watch on a somewhat regular basis. Wednesdays you get AEW. Thursday you get to take a break, or maybe you could watch Impact or NWA, because I know
Ring of Honor.
I don't know when Ring of Honor, whatever Friday you got SmackDown. The weekends you got either pay-per-views or you can go watch New Japan on their weird ass app. Like there's literally something for everyone to watch right now.
no. I in that sense I can agree. The only thing that you see how you guys were able to say a positive about that. The reason why sometimes I kind of hate 2023 fandom, someone will still complain about that and say there's too much wrestling.
Is that you?
No, not me.
Oh.
I'm saying someone will still complain about that.
No, I've heard it. And I was on a show. I've been on shows where the guy will say that. It's just there's so much going on, man. I can't fucking keep up. It's like no one's forcing you to watch all this shit. I just think it's great that we have all that shit.
Dude, I just said right now that NXT is the only thing that I pretty much keep up with on a week-to-week basis.
And that's perfect. Again, you found something.
I get my one thing, and I still know what's going on with everything else. Like,
right.
And that's the one thing I always try to tell people is, again, if you can't find at least something, then that's a little weird. But there has to be at least something you can find, especially if you call yourself a wrestling fan. There's some flavor of ice cream you're gonna find that you like.
And I don't know if I'm gonna get in trouble for mentioning this dude's name on stream here, but the only person in the world who should be watching every single wrestling show is Simon Miller. He's got to up those downs.
Like, you know you're gonna get in trouble with Toe because he still hasn't responded to the DMs, man. Like, Simon, come on,
man.
We want to get this interview on. You promised. It's a legal binding document because we're gonna write out everything you said so it becomes a document. But yeah, same, Mr. Loki. That's gonna be a good show. We're gonna get again another AEW New Japan show together. That's gonna be good. I can't wait.
And Tyson, yeah, I'm one of the few that want Gunther to break. I want him to break the Honky Tonk Man record. I think that's cool. I think that'd be a cool thing to do.
I just feel at this point, why not? Like we're days away. Like,
yeah, why not? Yeah.
But at this point, I wouldn't be surprised just because Chad Gable is the guy that should beat Gunther, but like really, days away.
Yo, how about this? How about we do what do you call it? We do this weird little thing where so Gunther's fighting tonight, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we do this weird thing where somehow the match doesn't happen. We got to push it back one more week. And then we fake the fucking, at this specific point of the show, that's the time where he will actually pass the Honky Tonk Man. And we have Chad Gable win it immediately after that point in the show.
All he has to make it to is past Friday. So if they do that, like Gunther comes out, fucks the match over, and they have to do it next Monday, he breaks the record. And Chad Gable could beat him next week. Like, that's all he needs to do is survive tonight. because he doesn't work on Fridays. But
Yo, they gotta put. See, this is the one thing that AEW does that I'm 100% behind, putting the time limits. Because there's gonna be, think of the fucking reaction if Chad Gable won, but he won a second too late.
we could see it tonight because I would feel like this would be the perfect time to do that.
But there is no time limits for WWE. Like, what's he gonna do? 1, 2. Sorry, the network said we got to be off at 11:05.
At this point, I wouldn't mind it. Just like, wait, time limit draw. There's a time limit.
Yo, there's a match. If you go on to, if you buy like the Randy Savage DVD, I forget which one it is, but there was one of his best matches with the coolest fucking stipulation. It was him versus Arn Anderson in WCW for the WCW television title.
Okay, yeah, I know exactly.
And the stipulation was there was a time limit in which you can win the championship. Not for the match. Like, you had 20 minutes to win the championship. If you didn't win it there, even if you won the match, you wouldn't win the belt. And that match was fucking awesome. And Randy almost had it done. Couldn't get it done within the time limit. Still won the match, but didn't win the title because the time limit for the window of opportunity had closed. That is something I think they can do. I think that'd be a cool concept to bring back into today's day and age.
You can thank good old Ric Flair for that concept. Because that was a way to still be able to put someone over without losing the belt. Like, and that could definitely transition perfectly well to that. Yeah. But that's in theory, that's a match like that can work for the secondary title. Because like the workhorse title should be matches like that it's like to a degree, like right there. He could have gotten him a second too late. Because those are when the matches like that are going to happen. Like Gable and Gunther are about to have a fucking banger of a match. But we're going to need to see it one more time. Hopefully.
Yeah, but that's another weird thing is we keep getting these scenarios where, I mean, I know I just suggested to push it back one more week, but how many times are we going to get scenarios where it's this match, whatever it is, for the next fucking 5 weeks?
Yeah.
We ain't got nothing else.
Yeah. Well, this is the thing. You're suggesting the match not to happen. They've legit had the match already. True. And then just do it again. True. Like if they do the way that you suggested, that works. But we're gonna have to wait and see.
I think that's why I like NXT more than anything, is because they have enough wrestlers where it's not the same matches week to week.
Mm-hmm.
That, and I gotta fill the role of toe since nobody else is doing it. But that, and anytime Tiffany Stratton and Gigi Dolan are on the screen, it's not a bad time.
It makes Triple H want to work on Tuesdays. But
you need this more than me. Because you're thirsty.
No. See, here's the thing, right? Toe is thirsty. I can appreciate fine art.
Oh.
I got no problem. I don't lust or thirst after anyone, but I got no problem going, damn, that sculptor made a nice statue.
See, that needs to be the line to use when you're trying to hit on a girl. Like you are one nice sculpture.
God, JD McDonough has a big head. Oh my god.
Yo. Dude, that no statement has been any truer so far on this show.
I'm more dying at just the I say one thing and then it's just That was too perfect. I'm just, damn, JD McDonough has like.
Yo, you guys know that if they did a JD McDonough bobblehead night at a stadium, they'd just give out his actual fucking action figures.
You want to talk about a sculpture done wrong?
Yo,
Damn.
that's something. You ever see the people who like they try to write something big on a piece of construction paper for a sign, and they start out way too big with their writing and have to get really small at the end? That's what the fuck happened. When they made him, they started way too big.
I mean, this is what he looks like. I don't know if you guys ever seen this episode.
Tyson, I don't need to buy a suit. I got a $600 suit sitting next to me.
Damn,
And that's not a brag. That's not a brag. Motherfucker, my heart stopped when the motherfucker said $600. I almost went into cardiac arrest.
So I was like, I need to buy 2 suits to equal that $600. Cap just has $600 right there, just a suit.
Yo, if it wasn't for the fucking government tax return, I'd have been like, you know what? I guess I don't want this job that I need for. Yeah.
That's JD McDonough.
When you accidentally just start, we're like, oh, damn. Like, this is, yep.
Oh, I love that. Oh my God, it's hot in this room.
Dude, I'm sitting here in my room like the camera's not on. Should I take this shirt off?
We would never know. Like, you could have even said, like, I'm considering taking my shirt off.
Unless Cap said, all right, I'm taking my shirt off. Just
true,
unprovoked.
But here's the thing. Unlike Toe, I don't have an affinity for walking around the house with no shirt. Like that motherfucker can't. He's allergic to shirts he puts on. He can't wait to not wear. I'm the opposite. Like I wear a shirt all the time.
No, I have to always have an undershirt. But I hate just being without a shirt.
Yo, Pro, while you're on here, man, let's get some positives. What'd you think of the 2 back-to-back AEW events over the last 2 weekends?
Liked both. I liked how one was record-setting. And I'm gonna be honest. I think All Out was better than All In. If that
Really?
that might be controversial, but I think All Out was better than All In.
You know what? I didn't see All Out, but I can agree with you because by the end of All In, the magnitude didn't feel the same as at the start.
Because and me and Toe have talked about this when we watch a AAA event. When you take away the politics of it all, and you're just simply watching people wrestle and watching the spectacle, the show just becomes 10 times better. And with All Out, that was kind of like their, I guess, refresher. So, that's why I think it was kind of better. And I mean, there wasn't like a dead match in sight. Every match, the fans were going crazy.
Did you see Payback?
Yeah, I did. I don't know why I hesitated, but yeah. I see Payback wasn't bad, but it just felt like another fucking WWE show. Like it felt like a weekly show. It didn't feel like an actual pay-per-view. What I didn't like was they had Nakamura, they built this guy up for a couple of weeks now with this whole I injured your back or I'm going to injure your back or whatever to Seth. And they flew in the Great Muta to be there.
Yeah.
And they had this whole fucking anime manga thing go on before he even came out. Like big production. I mean, the animators did great just so he could lose.
Yeah, I know. That should have been the time where like I said earlier in the podcast here, you have the out with Seth's injury. Give the belt to Nakamura. Let Seth go away, either recover or just keep him off for a second and let him come back and chase.
Yeah, that would have been the perfect way, but it looks like the story isn't over yet. Maybe we do get Shinsuke winning eventually, but I feel like last night was too perfect.
Fastlane, right?
Fastlane
is the next one.
It's Fastlane, then we go into Survivor Series.
And WWE's gone on record, for those who don't know, that they only are going to do media scrums for the major pay-per-views. So there won't be one for Fastlane, but there will be one for Survivor Series. So
to be honest, I don't even get the media scrums.
I don't get them either because they're all just pretty much like kayfabe shit, But
like, how am I supposed to go out there and answer questions about the fact that I knew I was gonna lose this match?
I was listening to AEW's media scrum, and all those questions sucked. I'm sorry. I don't know.
What?
If you guys listen to it, they can only ask so many questions because they can't answer the major ones. Like,
Well, it's also like they knew what the question they couldn't ask about. Like, they're not going to talk about the CM Punk situation to a full T.
Yeah.
Like, so that's what everyone was like. So what else do we ask about? Like,
oh, the fucking dude who was like asking about Jacksonville Jaguars and the Chicago Bears. Did you hear that?
No,
I didn't hear about that.
Dude, like, this is a fucking wrestling media scrum, and he comes in here like, oh, there's rumors about Jacksonville moving out of Jacksonville, and the Chicago Bears are moving. What's the deal with that? Where are the Jaguars going to? And Tony Khan's just like, what? I mean, first of all, there's no rumors of us moving. We just built a new facility. We're staying in Jacksonville. And he's like, and then he just went on and on about how his team's the greatest thing he's ever had. And everybody on Twitter was just fucking dogging on the guy. You literally went to a fucking wrestling media scrum to ask what's going to happen with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Come on, man.
Hey, to be fair to that reporter, when's the last time you seen Tony Khan at a Jacksonville Jaguar event where they can ask him shit? He owns the team, right?
No.
We only seen him like once when he was jumping for joy after they made that comeback.
Yeah, like.
But let's see. Again, Tyson, there are no kids. There's no kids for me to think about. Like, we got no kids. Like,
no, that is not true.
Ray's kids.
What kids, Cap? Where are these kids?
I told you we're interviewing Jonathan tomorrow. Susie is coming on next Tuesday. Did you forget about Linda already? Yo, I legit for 30 seconds in my head before I started that was like, do I just go with regular names or do I go with Spanish sounding names for the joke?
It just went with it, like just names. We're throwing out names here.
I can't believe you're neglecting Ray Jr. I mean, you literally named him after you. So
yeah, that's the one legit one, Ray Jr.
Yeah. RJ, come on.
Oh man. And Tyson, this I gotten a figured because I feel like it's just gonna be Cody going to SmackDown. Because they said someone was traded to
Oh
SmackDown.
my god.
So it's just gonna be Cody going to SmackDown. He has to finish the story. That's it.
As if there was ever a fucking trade or a solid fucking
Come on,
draft.
man. You know we gotta
Yo, can we just enjoy the fact that if it is Cody somehow traded himself for somebody who didn't even work for the company at the time. Like, Jay walked out of the company. He was on the alumni page. How the fuck did you... Yo, you know what? I'm going to go tell Dolan, the owner of the Knicks, to go trade for Michael Jordan from the Chicago Bulls. Shit, they don't have to be on the team, right? Like,
I guess that's how it works. That's it. Like, oh man. Ray will fight you now. Ray kids are one with the Force. Uh, I guess they're one with the Force. That's it. For comments like that, Mr. Loki, tune in tomorrow when we're talking about Ahsoka.
Yeah, or as Show likes to call her, Sugar, because everybody knows Asuka.
Asuka, yeah. That's it. Now we're just gonna do random trades. We have traded Show to be able to get.
Yo, I would love to trade Show for anybody who would show up.
Oh man.
Yeah, it's funny when I see him out in the street when he delivers around where me and Toe work.
Yeah.
He's always like, "Yeah, nah, I'm gonna be on." I'm like, "Are you? Are you?"
I don't like that Kiana James got. I mean, whatever, right? But she's got an NXT Women's Championship match.
She might win it too, because again, they keep pushing like Tiffany's about to get called up.
But I mean, who else you got down there? Like at this time, we don't need Tiffany to. And I'm not just saying this because I'm biased. Like we know she's not going to lose. So why not start seeing if new female wrestlers can stand up to that spotlight?
Yeah.
I mean, that's the whole purpose of NXT. Like, we could sit there and say it's the third brand, but we know what it is. Like,
yeah. Oh, here we go. They said the match is next.
Did they mention Chris Jericho in any of these?
Nope.
They didn't?
Nope.
He was like one of the greatest intercontinental champions.
Yeah. Yep.
Like a 9-time champ, right? The most ever?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because Miz was about to tie it, and he won it one more time to make sure, like, nope.
Please tell me that they didn't, at least they didn't announce, say anything about the other fucking Canadian.
No.
All right.
They definitely would not mention, no. No.
How is he allowed to be on Stone Cold Steve Austin's podcast, but he can't even be mentioned in...
Well, that's more of a Peacock USA Network or Universal Network deal than a WWE thing.
Yeah, like Stone Cold is also Stone Cold. Like he's able to.
Damn, bro, you that mad? You just break it.
He's like, why did we not mention Jericho? Damn it!
Damn it! Fuck!
So why is Becky going? Well, she just beat Trish, so I guess why not at this point?
Yeah, she needs a push. She hasn't had any.
She's going for the NXT title?
Wait a minute.
Yo, that's kind of dope. She's obviously not going to win.
Not.
Why not?
If the only way that makes sense though is if it is to put over Tiffany Stratton. Because Becky does not need to win the NXT Women's title.
Yeah. Again, here's my point of view. All right. If you want to see if Tiffany Stratton can actually hold up to the main roster, regardless of how they actually use it when she gets called up, because we know they don't have the best track record with that. Yeah. But if we want to see if she can do it, put her in the ring with Becky. Let's see if she can hold her own. I don't have a problem with that.
That works. Oh, here we go. I guess we missed this. Next week, it will be Rhea Ripley versus Raquel for the title. And Dominic is banned from ringside.
Oh, I thought you were going to say he was the special guest referee.
At this point, I would not be surprised, but no, he's banned from ringside. So there we go. We're getting that match next week as well.
Now, here's my only problem with that from a storytelling perspective.
Okay.
Like, on one hand, it makes sense because Dom's the fly who's always around. On the other hand, there's 2 other members of the fucking Judgment Day that you just conveniently forgot to also ban.
Yeah.
That's true.
And on top of that, there's JD McDonough who's trying to ingratiate himself. What a better way to do that than if Dom can't help out, he'll do it.
Yeah. Well, I just look at that. Tonight he tried to help out JD. He could do the same Yeah, we'll see. We shall see. But
All I know is that my hairline is receding. It is bad.
you can't really tell on the on the camera right now, though.
Not right now, but if I were
Yeah.
to slick my hair,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're getting a little Eddie Munster back there.
yep.
Yeah, guys, give me 1 second. I'll be right back.
This is also why I keep my little this here, because if not, you could start my shit's pushing back. So
Yeah, I need to do that. I need
This
to
is
do
why I
that from
keep-
now on. Even when I do that, you can see
yeah, but that's
a
why
little
like
bit.
my at least for me like it's here. So it's like when I keep it like this, can't tell.
Shit, man. I might have to pull a Moxley. Shave the whole
Just
head.
start. Yeah.
Yep. Keep the beard.
Oh, here we go. We got the nice. There we go. Everyone donate for Connor's cure there.
That's sweet. That's sweet that they still do that.
No.
Connor's cure.
I gotta get another one of those bracelets because I had the first ones they did when they first started doing the Connor's cure stuff. I haven't ordered one again.
Oh, they got the slap bracelet. Okay.
No. Oh, here we go. We got Dom and Jay now.
Yeah, here we go. At least you don't look like Corbin Pro. Oh god.
Oh yeah, you don't have to go fully bald now.
He was going bald, but he had the long hair.
Yeah. But it kind of worked for him though, just because he already had the tattoos there. So even then, it was fitting. Like bald works for him because he has the tats and all that. Like it fits.
Yeah. You see that little WWE thing where it says Gorilla
Yeah.
Cart 5? What is that?
I want to say that cart is supposed to be at the gorilla position.
That's interesting.
Also, I feel like maybe they shouldn't have shot this promo.
Yeah. Right.
Like, let's not show like
They actually got like a thing that says like
little by little they're pushing away from it. Like, oh, maybe we shouldn't have been showing this.
yeah, he's like the cameraman's like, Jay,
Move
cover
over a
up
little
the-"
bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't even know what they're talking about. Is he trying to recruit him? Let me see. Yep, that's what it sounds like.
It's so weird though, because it's like it's coming sincere, like so weird. So weird.
Yeah, it is. It is kind of weird. That's a weird. It's also weird that nobody's booing him.
Yeah, it's like people are like, oh,
We're here.
we got Cody. What's Cody doing next week? Oh, he returns next week.
Oh,
Okay. That's a huge return for next
Yeah.
week's Monday.
he was
That's
just
it.
here, but
That's our title for next week's episode, guys. So don't forget, next week, come back and we'll talk about Cody Rhodes returns on the Monday Night Raw watch along here on the Knucklehead Network. But don't forget, we'll also be back here tomorrow with comics. Wednesday is sports. Thursday is wrestling with Knuckleheads, and then Saturday will be the Telling the Show.
Shush.
Here we go. We got Chad Gable making his way. Chad looks very sad right now. Why does he look so sad? You're about to go into a huge title match. Why are you crying? Well, he brought his family. That's it. Chad
Oh.
Gable's winning. Chad
Oh,
Gable
he's
is
winning.
Chad Gable is winning.
Kind of wish they wouldn't show that, but
Unless Gunther is really about to make this poor little girl cry. Because
Oh my God, you imagine? And he's got to explain it. No. Don't cry. I'm
Gunther
supposed to be a loser. Your dad's supposed to be a loser. Wait, no, that's coming out wrong.
Oh
What
man.
about the Cody clock? Cody clock.
What about the? Is there? We're gonna get the clock to Cody coming back. They'll start it. They'll start it on Friday. In 4 days, Cody Rhodes is coming back. Oh, 3 days.
All right, guys, I'm back.
Oh, hey.
Bro, you made it just in time for the main event.
Toe is gonna try to maybe jump on. He's looking for parking right now.
Okay, that works. He made it just for the main event.
Gunther.
Yo, I downloaded in WWE 2K. I downloaded a Yuji Nagata, which is a pretty good model. Somebody did great work on him. Used him in a match. Gunther's theme music and entrance hit, and I was like, "Yo, I didn't pick Gunther. It was Yuji, but they just gave him Gunther's shit." I'm like, "Why?"
I did that with what was it that I downloaded?
Yo, are they really not gonna let him beat the record though?
It
That's
looks like
insane.
A Misawa I downloaded, and same thing. I feel like they just every Japanese guy they're just gonna put Gunther's walk with him.
I mean, put the walk, but you don't need the. They had the Titantrons, the music.
Oh, they did
and
everything.
shit.
They just did a full
Yeah.
copy and paste.
I almost quit the match to start again. I was like, "Yo, what the fuck?"
You're like, I didn't pick Gunther. Why is Gunther here?
Yeah, he's crying like he's.
Either he's crying because he's about to win, or it might be because he's about to lose. Either way, again, this is going to be a great match. They gave him 18 minutes, so let's see. We need 3 commercial
Or
breaks.
maybe Otis told him something very sweet, and he just teared up.
Maybe.
Yeah. He said, "Oh yeah."
Yep, exactly, Tyson. Toe is going to be the show for the night. Though this is Toe trying to find parking right now, so Toe might make it the minute we sign off.
Yeah, no, parking around here is. We're good until about like 6 p.m. Once 6 p.m. comes, that's it. No more spots.
Yeah, so again, come back tomorrow if you want to see Toe on the podcast. We'll be here tomorrow with comics, discussing Ahsoka episode 3, One Piece, and more.
Yep. And hopefully my camera will work at that time.
Well, I feel like all you had to do was refresh. The problem is it also might just fuck up the whole thing right now. So, but by tomorrow you can refresh and there won't be an issue.
Yeah.
So tomorrow you'll get to see Cap. We apologize for those that want to see Cap's face. You got to see him for an hour.
Yeah.
Then his camera said, "Fuck it."
I doubt anybody in here is waiting for my ugly mug on the camera.
You know what I liked before I came on here was that your camera was mirrored, so your C was backwards for like the longest time. Yeah,
but that shouldn't even be. You
never mirrored it.
No,
when Ray put you up like as the main focal point, so you could say something, your C was backwards. At least in my screen, it was.
And you know what, man? That's a fucking sign. See, for anybody who doesn't know, man, if you put a flag upside down or backwards or something, that's a signal for distress. And whatever message I was given, it's because I was in distress, and that message needed to be heard. And I just heard the door.
Uh-oh.
So he might be jumping in right in a few minutes.
All right. There you go. So Tyson says you were the Kenny for tonight, Cap.
Yep.
So wait, what does that make me, Tyson? Who was I?
Your Toe.
Oh, I got to be Toe for the night. because I was pushing buttons and I had
Oh,
buttons.
you see it too, Tyson?
Wait, is my shit backwards now?
It shouldn't be because
Hold
there's no
on.
picture.
It is. It is backwards.
Because it's not backwards to me.
Wait,
Look.
what's?
Hold on. Let me see if you guys can see that. Let me zoom in.
Wait, is it backwards? Because I see it fine on here.
Hold on. Focus, you idiot. Oh, you guys can't see it.
No, yeah.
I'll take a screenshot.
No. Oh, I'm gonna hold on.
I knew I wasn't.
Did that fix it?
It looks fine to me.
Because I just took that
Yeah.
option
So now
off.
whatever you just did, it fixed it on YouTube.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. What the fuck?
Steve's fucking with us, man. Steve is fucking with us.
So I was Pac on on YouTube instead of Cap.
That's it. Here's Pac. Oh, Gunther with the chop to Chad Gable.
Yo, I was telling Toe that if I was a wrestler, the two things I would never do is some sort of fucking hardcore barbed wire, broken glass shit everywhere match. And sit there and get into a fucking chop fest where it looks like my goddamn chest is Wagyu beef. Like that's so fucking unnecessary if we're in here trying to wrestle.
See, I would do the second thing. I don't know if I could do a death match. I could do a chop, like strike for strike, that type of match. I'm a fan of, but I don't know if I could do a death match.
I just went back and checked the stream. Yeah, I see what you're saying now.
It was a backwards C.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? I'm here, motherfuckers. I'm just getting my camera
Oh,
situated.
Ray's here. Look at that.
Hold on. We can fix this. We can fix this.
Stop trying to steal my life, Ray.
There we go. There we go. But hold on, I was gonna do one of these at least, because we have to give you at least a little bit of an intro. Hold on. Let me tell everybody.
Hey, wait a minute.
Oh,
Wow, that's a hell of an intro.
What's going on, everybody? Yo, it's crazy because I thought a show would be on because we left him 2 hours ago.
hey, he's nope, still not here.
He's sleeping,
Oh man.
motherfucker.
But welcome back to the show.
Appreciate you. How was Raw been so far?
It was alright. It was alright.
From everything I could see, it looks pretty good.
Oh shit.
El Gato. What up, Toe? El Gato.
Chilling.
Hey, there he is.
There I go.
No searchlight.
I got so much shit. I bring my camera, so I gotta hook everything back up.
It's all good. It's all good.
The main event, Jey Uso's on here now.
Yeah, he's on Raw now, but we got Gunther and Chad Gable in the ring.
Gunther. That's how
We might see Chad Gable end this reign.
Yo, do you know how long it took me to realize that they were saying the ring general after his name and not just random fucking sounds?
Ring-a-da-da!
I honestly thought it was like Gunther, da-rang, grang, grang, like just random noises.
Just random noises at the end of it.
Yo, Tyson, we was in fucking Florida, bro.
Were you?
Yeah, we took a road trip down the coast. We went to DC, then some other shit. Then we wound up in Florida, and then we just came back. So we went to Daytona Beach, the actual beach, and then we went to Virginia Beach. So we went to 2 different beaches in one day. That's why I got the tan, and my shoulders are burnt right now. Yo, and whoever's from Virginia, fuck you.
What?
As soon as I get out the car in Virginia, motherfucker tried to hit me with a truck, and then he almost tried to run into the fucking Tesla.
Jesus, the fuck?
Yeah, I'm like, you motherfucker. So fuck Virginia. And I think he was an army dude too, so
Don't say
don't
fuck
say
the
that.
army.
Yeah, don't say
Don't.
that last part.
fuck him too. Motherfuckers.
Let's not get that heat on us now, because
Yo, by law, I can't let you say that.
No, well, not the army, but fuck him.
okay, yeah,
What
say
about
that,
him?
but don't say the other thing, because let's go get us a lots of heat.
Yo, I didn't show you guys this, but look. You guys see that?
Hey,
Oh, you actually
Oh,
picked
nice.
up one of those shirts?
All right, so I got
love it.
food waiting for me, so I'm gonna heat up my food while we're on commercial.
all good, all good.
Appreciate y'all coming on
Of course.
and holding the fort down.
I'm just here so I don't get fined.
I noticed that. I had the fine ready for you, bro.
Yo, fuck that. I need to renegotiate my 1 show a week contract. This is gonna happen.
Well, talk to show.
Oh man.
Shit. The show here?
I'm still here. I just turned off my camera so that way.
Yeah, all good.
Does that happen when I turn off my camera? Oh.
No, I have to do
Damn
that
it.
manually.
Yeah, put Cat back up next to you. Thank you.
Do you know they're not assigned seats?
It was already established before I got here, so
I'm not the Rock. The hierarchy of power is not changing here. Like, you don't have to worry about.
Bro's like, no, I like it this order. Like this works.
Yeah, I'll tell you right now, I have the least amount of ego out of anybody you'll ever meet. We once did.
maybe I just like being bottom, Cap.
Hey, that's between you
I
and
just like being
whoever
bottom,
you're
bro.
seeing.
That's between me and who? God?
No, I said you and whoever you're seeing.
Oh man, that is hey. Whatever floats your boat, man. Whatever floats your boat.
Damn right.
Oh,
No judgment here, man.
oh man.
There we go. Now
I look how Toe said he was leaving to go get his food, and it's still here pushing buttons. Oh man. Oh, here we go. Gunther with the power bomb. Oh.
WWE Raw just seriously went to commercial breaks at 10:44 and 10:50 during the Intercontinental title match.
Yep, gotta get one more commercial in before 10:57.
It's cool.
No, that's because again they go until like 11:30, so that's fine. And how they don't have the balls, but how cool would it be if they did a fucking match finish during a commercial break?
Oh man. Imagine this one out of all matches.
1, 2, like a good neighbor.
Yo, what was that? The WCW pay-per-view? Where the main event is like right as we were getting to the finish, boom. What if God was one of them?
Oh, man. That's how Bash at the Beach should have ended. It would have been less controversial, but it is what it is.
Damn, he's cooking. Oh, never mind.
See, when you say that, I don't know if it's the commercial. Or...
No, it's just it's
He's cooking. What is this, Applebee's commercial?
Guy is fucking great.
Oh, look at this, Mr. Loki. We got the women's tag titles. Come on over.
Come on over.
My props are right. Thank you. I try.
Yo, you want to? Here's my toe in the show advice for any guy listening. Do not buy the women's tag team title replica belt, because if you do, that will be, woman abuse, spousal abuse when your girl gets hurt and you got to go to court.
Exactly. There you go. Oh, here we go. Chad Gable with the headbutt. Oh, could this be it? 1, 2. Oh.
Wow.
Got him in the ankle lock.
Unfortunately for me, I am now listening to the ending of Ink Master. So
it's okay, Cap. You can hear it through. You hear our commentary here. Oh. Chaos Theory. With the amount of times he's hit this move, Gunther should have learned how to break it. Oh, he did.
there you go. Let the man cook, Ray.
Because it's like he was about to hit it again. Like, this man has been hit with this move every time fucking Gable goes for it. Like, you could have learned how to break it by now.
Hey-oh. Damn it.
Oh, Gable put on his singlet instead of the opposite. Oh, no. He's taking it off again.
Wait, what?
What?
He put the straps back on and then put the straps back down. And now he hit the Chaos Theory. 1, 2. Oh!
Is that an he won?
No. It was a kick out. We're at 10:57. This might go to time limit draw.
Oh, damn. That's always impressive, though.
Yeah, to be able to do it on a guy like Gunther and then hit the bridge, because he's able to hit the bridge like nothing.
Yeah, but isn't that how Taz fucked up his shit?
He did.
By bridging?
Yes, he did. Oh, Musa. Oh, he caught him in the ankle lock again. Oh, my God, Gunther. Oh, my God. Oh, roll through. Oh, but he still caught him in the ankle lock.
Oh, no.
Oh, and he sat in. Oh, no.
There's going to be so many disappointed kids.
Oh, my God. They're going to be disappointed by Gunther losing. Oh, no. He's readjusting. He's readjusting.
The worst part about this is that Maxine is going to go console Otis and not Chad.
Oh, no. Oh, Gunther has him in the Taz mission base. Taz mission, basically. Eso, I couldn't think of.
I'm in the ankle lock still. Hold on, wait. I'm behind y'all.
I'm behind too, but.
Oh, my bad.
No, you're good.
I'm trying to get.
I'm not the type to get upset about that.
Don't worry about it. Just let it rock. Everybody else in the world is watching.
Oh, right, now
I'm gonna keep my streak of not watching Monday Night Raw.
Oh, got him back in. Oh, see.
Oh my God! What? What are you doing?
Is that it? Oh,
dog.
The real question is, where the fuck is Giovanni Vinci?
Oh, that was a nice finish. Oh no, the kids are crying. Oh no.
Knew it. Fucking knew it.
The
kids. Did you see that fucking sleeper hold suplex he put him in?
Yeah, that was good. That was good.
Oh, my man broke his neck.
Yo.
Wait, what just happened?
Gunther retained, but the kids are crying.
Gunther had him in a sleeper hold and then did a German suplex, but Gable almost like landed on his fucking neck.
Man.
That little girl started crying too fast.
Wow.
That was on like cue. Like
that's immediate.
Hey, the minute the bell rings, just start crying.
Yo, are we sure that there's an actual fan in the crowd, or is that stock footage of just kids crying?
That looked like the little girl that was crying when The Miz became champion.
That's his daughter, right?
Yeah. That was Chad Gable's daughter.
Supposedly.
Well, then Gunther will break the reign of the honky tonky man.
I don't know why.
Yeah. And next week, Ray's kid will be on here crying for him.
Word. Where they at, Ray?
I don't know. There are no kids.
Yeah, little Sancho.
You don't know where they're at, or there are no kids? What's going on here?
I don't know where would they be because there are no kids in this question statement right here.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yo, the Spanish English came out of I don't know where you don't be. Like,
this is how you know I'm guilty because my Spanglish is coming out. But
Dude, don't show his fucking kids crying. That's
you gotta show the kids crying. They're part of
Yeah.
the
he
show.
literally just said daddy. That's
damn,
fucked.
gotta have the emotion there. But
Now imagine when we show Ray's kids.
Yo, they had the Sandman's son in the ring while he was getting kendo sticked in the head by Raven. Like they could show this little girl crying because her dad lost.
oh man,
Yo, funny story. We were at one of the first Comic Cons I ever went to. I was standing in line to meet Jerry the King Lawler, and the girl I was with was like, "Oh, look, there's another wrestler over there," and she pointed to Raven. And I turned to her and I go, "I'm not standing in that line." And she's like, "Why not?" And then I explained to her the whole thing he did with Sandman. She's like, "What?" It's like, "Yeah, I'm not gonna go fucking ask for his autograph." And she looked at me and was like, "I thought it was fake." I was like, "It is. But I can't condone that storyline."
My morals aren't.
Like I gotta keep the kayfabe, and kayfabe, this motherfucker is no. Like,
I love how even then Cap knew like, nah, you gotta keep kayfabe alive, man. Keep kayfabe alive. But overall, Raw was okay. That main event was great.
I'll take your word for it.
Piper Nevin, get well soon. Toe,
What
you have a
happened
chance. You have a chance, Toe.
Got hurt,
You
bro.
might be able to become one half of the women's tag team champions again. You should
Hold
have
up.
stopped in North Carolina.
That's good for y'all. That's good for y'all because you saw my fucking video. Chelsea Green even acknowledged my fucking video, and you motherfuckers, you dismissed me. I know how to handle curses, motherfucker. Sorry, Piper never
here's the funny
had to be sacrificed. But that's what you get, WWE.
Now I can tell that you don't watch the show when you're not on it because I did a zoom in shit of my
Nope.
own, telling them to get rid of the
Nope.
titles. But
No.
but go ahead, LA Knight, just steal my gimmick.
Yeah. Wait a
Hey.
minute. That's my catchphrase. It's my nut in your butt.
Hey.
No. And on that note, oh, man.
And on that note, everybody, it's your friendly neighborhood knucklehead signing out. Happy I could get here. Y'all motherfuckers started when I was in fucking Delaware.
Oh damn! See, but, hey,
Bro, come on, this is your show. You act like we just did this shit out of the blue. Like,
It was out of the blue.
hey,
'Cause I wasn't expecting to be home at this time.
come here tomorrow night, 9:00. We'll be here on time.
Talking about Ahsoka and other shit.
yeah, we already promoted. We're gonna talk about Ahsoka. We're gonna talk about One Piece and whatever the fuck else we talk about.
Word. And Kenny will be back next week.
Bro's gonna be here too.
Oh yeah, hopefully they'll both be here next week. If not, it'll be me and Cap again, and Pro will show up eventually too. But on that note, peace, everybody.
You can always count on show.